Hello? Am I live on the internet? Okay, hey guys, I'm Phylum. Welcome to ZTKFPS TV .org. We're back with more exciting Reflex action. I say we, I'm just here alone for now. ZTK is going to be with us shortly. Just let me bring Twitch chat up so I can hear all of your wonderful comments about how fantastic I sound. Running a little bit late, about 10 minutes late. I kinda forgot. No. We're running a professional ship here, and we're going to come over and have a look at Ravenous playing. Yeah, so it's going to be right into the action. Cool, okay, so we're in server 4, we've got Ravenous here, and we have a guy called Hal. Okay, I don't know who this is. Okay, so Ravenous, I think you could say he's hungry for a win, and Turkos must be a newer guy. And yeah, so we've just got some maps happening here. This is going to be best of 1. Oh no, this is going to be best of 3 rather. Oh crap. I should be able to bring up a fantastic bracket. I don't know if we're going to see brackets on screen. I don't think we're going to have a lot of time to look at them. But yeah, no, I think a little bit of a hectic start for me. And like I said, I was just kind of fucking around there, and then Rem messaged me and said, "Where are you?" So having a look at the bracket. Okay, let's settle this down. We have Ultra returning to defend his place as the Ultimate Reflex Champion. He's going to be challenged by Q-Hat. Q-Hat, the other big name. No grip on him tonight. He's running around. Probably working on something. We've also got fantastic names such as Duranos, Stavi, Stral, Tonks, Darker and Cooled Cannon. We're seeing Ravenous and Tukos right here as they're going to get stunned on Arrow Walk. A true classic Quake map. Let's go with Ravenous off the start with the OG spawn and the red armor. He's going to be the man to watch for the next minute, at least. He actually eats a fair bit of damage there, so most of that red armor is going to be gone. He should still be able to hit a rocket or something. As long as he can do a little bit of damage, he's going to have a far superior stack coming into the next red armor, but eating that rail. Turkos does everything right there, and while Ravenous off of a really great start, not able to capitalize at all. That's got to be disappointing, but he is going to try and sneak his way around onto the red armor. He doesn't quite make the stair jump, but he still gets it. Turkos with the exit trap pushes Ravenous into a pretty awkward situation there. Turkos grabbing his yellow armor and getting away. So really good work from Turkos so far. It's usually you expect the player with the red to give up some frags, but just kind of stayed cool, did his thing, and Ravenous missing that rail can be very, very disappointed. Because right now, Turkos not necessarily the stack advantage, but he's definitely equal in a fight. And well, taking that direct rocket up the bounce pad, not a good way to start the battle, but it's Turkos hitting the shots right now and hitting the damage. Ravenous trying to hit anything. This is nice for Ravenous. I like the way he cycled around there, picked up red, took some damage, but did some back, and then was also able to pick up the yellow. Turkos is in a really bad spot right now, but he's hitting all of his rails. Really fantastic position to be in, and well, he just capitalized on it. Unfortunately, not totally confident with his timing on the red. He doesn't quite make it up there. He actually messes up his movement, and well, he's actually going to have the confidence to push Ravenous away. I think that was a little bit too passive from Ravenous. I don't think he realized quite how low Turkos was. But Turkos is just doing really well here to make sure that he's keeping himself in this one. And let's have a look at Turkos, as he is the man with the red, going to be defending this, but right as I say swap over to him, he eats a horrible rocket from Ravenous, and oh, he does go down, so actually let's stick on Ravenous then. That's the caster's curse right there, if I've ever seen it. And while Ravenous is just gonna be loving that armor right now, I'm just gonna make this right happen. Alright, Ravenous, he has so much stack here. And yeah, Turcos has literally nothing. Ravenous, I like the push. He would love the rocket jump, it's fine. He can take the damage, he can take that grenade. He should be the man to get onto the red armor, and he has plenty of time to do so. Turcos should be getting on his yellow. Oh, and Turcos not even going for the yellow, expecting some kind of trap maybe. Ravenous can get there to damage it if Turcos wants to pick up his YA. Ravenous can go all in here. He can go 110%, take some damage, and then full bat onto the YA, and that's what I really want to see right now. That's what would get me really excited. Oh, unfortunately though, Turcos does manage to sneak down. He doesn't get the YA though. Oh, he's coming straight to the pressure on this red armor, and he's getting punished for it brutally. He can actually pull back onto YA here, but this is really problematic. Ravenous actually overextends himself a little, and well, this could cost him big as he eats the rockets coming up the stairs. Unfortunately for Turcos, Ravenous was just too stacked there. I like the idea from Ravenous to deny the yellow armor and the red. He didn't quite have the time to do it. Let's just make sure. And yeah, this is really the Ravenous show right now. Wow, really quiet Twitch chat here. Is anyone? 9 viewers. Hello guys, thank you for tuning in. It's been a bit of a messy start, sorry, but feel free to send this to your friends now. I think we're in the professional mode. We've got over the initial hitch. And back into the action as Ravenous picks up yet another frag. Turcos has his work cut out for him. Oh, beautiful rocketing. Unfortunately, we're not using the new experimental rule set here, so the rockets are a little bit more sensible than in experimental, but Ravenous still making a lot of them. Alright, so Turcos has himself a little bit of stack. If he can pick up YA, oh, this is the problem. Ravenous is just in the right place to make that awkward. Ravenous, he wants another frag. He wants to go back and get YA, and then he can get RA too. This is really bad news for Turcos. Ravenous, he doesn't go for the self-damage denial of the YA. I think that would have been the really next level move there. But even still, he can get this frag. He's still going to be so stacked. Here comes the self-damage, denying any armor from his opponent. Turcos on 39 HP here as Ravenous is just going to pressure in for yet another frag. So 10-0, 5 minutes into the game, it is possible to come back from here on Aerowalk. Aerowalk can have some pretty big swings. Rooting for Matt. Matt, yeah, we haven't seen Matt win a competition for, well, I don't think ever. Maybe this is his week. He's actually seeded quite low. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes here. That could actually work out well for him if he's got a low seed. It could mean that he has a bit of an easier run to the games. I think he's going to meet Q-Hat first in the brackets. That is assuming he can do so. Ravenous here, it's interesting to note, he's only picked up 2 mega healths to 7 from Turcos, but Ravenous, with that strong red armor control, he probably just feels like he hasn't really needed them, and, you know, mega health, it's on a kind of awkward little platform, it's very open, it's easy to take a lot of damage as you get it. I don't feel like he's been dealing exceptional amounts of damage onto Turcos as Turcos has been taking them, but if you don't need mega, you don't need mega. But maybe something that could kind of cement his control a little bit more. Maybe he can try and push out a bit and really like lock this map down, if it isn't locked down already. You know, every frag here just makes it harder and harder for Turcos to have any chance at coming back. Oh, beautiful little angle there. Really sneaky shot. Gets the pixel rail off. Tokos is going to have a slight stack advantage for the first time in a little while, but it's not going to matter. Ravenous with the guns, with the speed, with the direction. Alright, and yeah, Ravenous, really definite lead here. So, I guess I might take a chance to have a look at the remainder of the bracket, see who's playing who, and what's going to be going on. We have Matt and Bindi, so it looks like actually in the next round we could be seeing Matt play Sono, which has potential to be a really exciting matchup. Sono, I think, favors himself to beat Matt. I believe he said he's been practicing in the last 2 weeks or so he'll be a very scary opponent. I think Matt will have a lot to play for, because if he can beat Sono, he'll kind of cement himself in the upper end of the brackets and maybe suggest that we seeded him a little bit low. We're probably going to see Dakra playing Strahl, which will have a lot of really awesome aiming going on. But yeah, in round 3 we'll see, I guess, some of the big name matchups. I'm looking forward to the lower bracket games too, of course. They're not going to be disappointing by any means. Ravenous here rounding us out into the 20s. Can he make it to 30 frags before this minute closes out? He probably can, if he gets some nice spawns teamed together. Tokos, though, you know, wants to keep running away, wants to keep running the clock down, wants to hang on to something. You've got to have some respect for that when you're 24-0. Love that name, Ravenous, the little rocket peep. There we go, 25-0. First map very convincingly going to Ravenous. I believe the second map's going to be Static Discharge, which is a map I play with Ravenous quite a lot. He's probably learned all my little tricks there, so hopefully... well, hopefully... hopefully it's a little bit closer, but it'd be nice to see, you know, if he's learnt from the master. No, I'm not that good a static player, but I think I do a few tricky things quite well. These guys are like too respectful of what we say. But yeah, I probably will jump into you by accident a few times. Hopefully Tokos isn't too confused by the Spect debacle. And yeah, here we go. Did Ravenous play in the last cup? No. I don't remember him playing in the last cup. But I don't think we saw any of the lower bracket. But yeah. No, he didn't play. So yeah, I think Ravenous, he plays a fair bit. Not loads, but we will go, I think actually with Tokos, just saying that, but Ravenous, you know, you could see it in his eyes that last game. He was playing absolutely to the medal. He's hungry for a win. Tokos going for a drop down right off the bat, wants to just not mess around at all here. Tokos though, with the lower stack here, it is Ravenous with the red, and Tokos walks onto that red armor platform. That is such a dangerous thing to do, because once you're up there, you know, if you don't know the exact second red's coming up, you're just standing around and it makes you really easy to hit. So, big tips, don't stand on the red platform unless you really know what you're doing. Tokos gets away from that fight there. He's doing alright actually. He got the way, he gets the 50 health bubble. He's getting into this nice position on the map where you can hear what's going on really easily and react to it fast. He could catch Ravenous here. And he actually does catch Ravenous. So Tokos ties the game up, and already, you know, evening the game out. This is looking much better, and yeah, we are on Tokos here. That was a bit of a blunder, I think, not knowing the time of that red armor, just poking your head out of that wrong moment, needing the rocket. He needs to be careful of the drop down here, because Ravenous can push, but Ravenous... Oh, he kind of times that a little bit wrong and eats the rocket. Here's a nice catch. Tokos stuck in that little corridor, there's nowhere to dodge. Oh, and I might have myself a co-caster here, that'd be pretty sick. And yeah, sorry, getting back into the game now. Fairly even fight here potentially, but it's gonna be Ravenous winning the position there, the stronger position on the red armor side of the map. Tokos should get his way before he wants to do anything at this red armor. So this is kind of an awkward situation right now for Tokos. He needs to be really careful about whatever fight he takes, and again, I don't like coming onto this red platform early. It makes you a huge target. Ravenous takes full advantage of that, gets onto the red. It's absolutely devastating there for Tokos. So with what Ravenous now is, he's going to pick up solely a small frag. Yeah, and totally free too, so he is in fantastic shape. He misses out on the YA. Tokos gets away with that and gets on a gun, but Ravenous still has the lion's share of the weapons. Tokos is backed himself into an awkward little corner here, and again on those boxes. Ooh, a little bit of lag coming out there for Ravenous. Hopefully not too problematic for him, but Ravenous, I think, can definitely either look for a fight right now or not. Tokos again stuck on this little platform. These rockets looking really, really easy for Ravenous. And yeah, this margin's starting to blow out again, unfortunately for Tokos. Bit of a tight encounter there in that little corridor with the little mega chimney, but there's nowhere to run. Ravenous, wow, way too aggressive there. Just gave that up at the wrong time. There was a 50 health bubble down that he could have gone and picked up, and then kind of backed onto that red armor. Instead he had to go all in, and now Tokos has a stack. Is gonna need some guns pretty soon, and well, here are some guns. He's on the stairs though, and that's never where you want to be. Never where you want to be while you're taking an LG fight. Makes you very, very predictable. Tokos can this exit damage without getting caught out. Can Tokos get away? He can, but I think Tokos taking a little bit too much damage there, and now they're trapped in a really awkward spot. There's the self rocket. Ravenous now picking up the 50 health bubble up here. He can get YA if he knows when it's up. He doesn't know when it's up and he's going straight for red, and that's actually a problem because he has no stack. He eats a really bad rocket. Oh, he nullifies that red pickup though, and that, like I've been saying, the danger of that red platform is that you just have nowhere to go to get away. Ravenous, he's got a pretty good time on this Mega. I'm pretty impressed. It's usually impossible to keep track of, but Ravenous has got it. Fantastic rocket, just nice little snap. Great use of the stairs there. What moveset's being used? Experimental stake, no, this is just standard. So no crazy experimental rockets, no stake guns. Yeah, we decided it was too much to ask people to swap halfway through a series. So this, for people just tuning in who don't know, this is part of a dual season. This is the third cup in it. I think there's another cup after this and then a playoff series. I don't know. I just yell things at a microphone. I don't actually organize this stuff. The map pool today we're going to see is Use and Abuse, Quickfire, Tephra of Ruin, Static Discharge, which we're on right now, and Furnace. The classic Reflex maps, some classic CPMA maps, and Furnace. And yeah, Ravenous just showing off here, really. We're getting to see a bit of a frag highlight reel in the hard. It doesn't quite get a direct rocket there, unfortunately, but it does pick up frag after frag, 15 to 1. And climbing, potentially. Alright, have any of these other games finished yet? Everything's still going on, there's nothing else to report in the upper bracket. Cream Lord, thank you. I love that you come and watch these streams, because someone has to. How many have we got here going on? How many viewers have we got? 17, that's pretty good for a Reflex stream at a weird time that most Europeans aren't used to. Oh, if Ravenous can get this frag, that's just filthy. And he does decide to run away with it because that would just be too much. He is going to go for the plasma gun pressure though, and really tricky movement from both players there. They both kind of tried to bait each other out. No one really successfully managed to do anything, but Ravenous, I guess, can walk away pleased that he survived. Fairly awkward there from both players, but Ravenous is the one capitalizing on the kind of weird rocket jump. He gets away with some stack, he wants to pressure, he just wants frags. He's basically playing TDM. Regular deathmatch, not team deathmatch. God, it's been a long day, guys. I had a big maths test today. It was very exciting. Ravenous, I don't know what he's doing at this point. He's just having a good time. Let's see if Tokos can make anything happen. I think this frag margin is technically possible. if Tokos just gets a mad streak of spawn frags, but, well, not if he's going to walk into rockets like that. Then it isn't possible. He is going to get himself a Mega. He should be able to damage the YA. Just hit the flick rocket as he comes through here. No drop from Ravenous. Oh no, there is the direct rocket. That's what I wanted to see. There it is. Can he chase down for a frag? He needs to just go maximum pressure right now. There's no time to think or wait. He just needs to push 110%. And this is dangerous. I was gonna say I liked it. I think the tendency for lots of people there is to try and double back to kind of fake that you're going through the teleporter, but then actually just sneak back out. Because you have to split, you know, if you're the player trying to defend red armor when your opponent's in that little teleporter, you've either got to, like, commit to one end or the other. It's very easy to have an opponent kind of either split out of a situation where it feels like you've got a trap, or slip onto the red armor, and honestly, though, like, letting them slip onto the, letting them slip out is a lot better than letting them get the red armor, so... At this point, though, we are just rounding out the game. A very dominant win for Ravenous. Tukos, I believe, the newer player. If someone wants to correct me on that, please do. And we do have some Matt hype in the chat, and I think we're going to see Matt next round. We're going to head over onto him. GG, he's called. And there we have it. 2-0 to Ravenous over Tukos, rather. Tox. Very, very different caliber of player. Alright, and we do have some matches reported, in fact, in this first bracket. We have some 2-0s. Of course, only the 2-0s have been finished so far. We have Strahl 2-0 over Tonks. We have Darkra 2-0 over Cool Cannon, so we do have that Strahl-Darkra matchup. We have Matt 2-0 over Vinti, so we have the Matt Cerno matchup, and that is definitely the one to watch. Ravenous is going to be playing Q-Hat, and even though he's hungry for these wins, Q-Hat is Q-Hat, and I think that's going to be fairly one-sided. So Matt Cerno is definitely the place to go. And yeah, get hyped for Matt. So this is Matt's chance to prove himself. Cerno did a lot of the seedings for this comp. He put himself 3rd and Matt 6th. Matt, I imagine, is going to want to prove that maybe that's a bit backwards. No, I don't know if they've played at all this week. If they've kind of had any matchups recently that I don't know about. And yeah, so now we've just got to look for them in a server. Oh my god, there are a lot of servers for this cup, guys. There's a lot of scrolling to have. Turquoise, of course, losing that match isn't going to be eliminated. They're going to go down and play Cooled Cannon in the lower bracket, in the first round of the lower bracket. Okay, any word on where Cerno and Matt are, Rem? I'm mousing over these servers furiously. I cannot see either of them. Cool, okay. Well, I guess we just need to like send them private messages and abuse them. Cricket. Cool, okay, so yeah, we are just having a fantastic long hard look at these brackets. Do we have any predictions about the Ultra Q-Hat matchup, which I believe will inevitably happen? Does anyone have like a favorite out of these two? Do people want to see the Ultra domination continue? Or do people want to see Q-Hat kind of come out of nowhere and pull a big one? I think it's time to start messaging that. see if we can track him down. I believe we have located Matt somewhere in the ether. We've got a server for them to join. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go sick tricks montage. You know, I can smell pasta right now. There's like a bowl of pasta sitting just outside my door waiting for me. And I'm doing this rather than idiot. So I hope you guys in chat appreciate that. I'm very hungry. Alright, Matt v Cerno isn't a matchup I've seen before, I don't think. Cerno has been around for a while. He played like a bit of Pro Mode, I guess, and he's played Quake Live. He's not a prominent player, he's not a particularly well-known player, but he's played a lot, and he knows a lot about the game. So I really do enjoy watching him. I enjoy playing against him. And he's going to pick, use, and abuse, I think, against Matt here. I think that's a pretty smart move. If you've played lots of CPMA, I mean, Matt, I don't know about his CPMA experience, very much, but I've seen him lose quite a few games on use and abuse. So Cerno, I guess, just feeling confident. Assuming that was a pick, in fact, and not a ban. Okay, and so we're trashing Aero and Furnace. We're getting rid of the two small, tight spawn fraggy maps. Alright, so we're going to see Ruin, Use and Abuse, and then Static Discharge as the decider. So this is going to be a really exciting series. I think these are pretty good matchup maps for both of these players. Okay, so Ruin is a weird map. It has some really heavy 90-degree corners, which we can kind of see. Like this central area, you've got like this big drop from above. You've got two 90-degree angles around to the red armor, plus one from like above the red armor. American map. American map. I like it. Cool, okay, so, yeah, Ruin, it's a weird map to play, I find. It has some weird, like, moments, but Matt is an absolute champion at cycling the armors on this map, so I'm really excited to see what Cerno is going to do to either... my theory would be that he's going to make sure Matt can't get a good cycle just by keeping pressure on him, by making intelligent attacks, and making sure Matt isn't feeling super confident at any point. The alternative, though, I guess, is to just like have really solid defensive play, be able to run away from Matt, and time the armors well enough that you can steal them away where appropriate. But yeah, I think last week we saw Matt play this and just absolutely dominate the armor cycling. I can't remember if that was last week or like the last comp I did before that, which was a few months ago. But either way, Matt, scary player. Alright, and here we go, we're finally getting ready. These guys just wanted to make sure they were completely stable, and let's watch Matt off the spawn. Oh wow, really messy spawn there actually for Matt. Dangerous indeed, and he doesn't have any guns to defend himself with here. He does have to go for a rocket, but in doing so he opens himself up for a world of damage. Thankfully for Matt, he's kind of able to back onto all the items there as he picks things up, so even though he took a lot of damage, he's in pretty good shape. He has more armor than Cerno. But Cerno's going to be the one to make the big rocket jump over and take position early on that red armor to make sure that he gets it securely. And Matt's happy to give it away securely. I think Matt looks like he's just more interested in taking this YA. He's probably going to try and take a fight in the middle of the map and then back onto the other YA that's up in the middle. Actually, Cerno plays really passively there on that Mega hold, so interesting decision. Mega can be a bit of a trap, but I don't know about just letting it go away to your opponent for free when you know you have the red armor advantage and they have the yellow armor advantage. But Cerno, again, just playing position here and making sure that he keeps this red armor, and this could be pretty smart. It's all going to depend on how the first really like big engagement for a frag goes. You know, if it goes in the way of Matt, then this can get really scary because the way these items are timed out, Matt could like get a decent cycle off the spawn and kind of like deny everything from Cerno off of his spawn, more importantly. And Matt, finally there, his stack was just too big, he got on the red. Now, well, Cerno with the YA is going to be doing pretty well, but he can't get on Mega. Matt's adamantly defending it, and Matt that is an important rail to get there from Cerno actually, as it's going to stop Matt being able to just bully his way onto the YA, but Matt's still got red and he needs to jump across now because Cerno's about to come in. Cerno looking for the exit damage, it's basically none, and Matt just got that for more or less free. He can pressure Cerno here, make sure he can't get the YA, and here comes the death cycle already, 2 minutes into the game. Cerno, nice push there, uses his spawn really well to just put that little bit of pressure on Matt. And this is important. Cerno needs to make sure there's constant pressure on Matt so that he can't comfortably run every single armor, and that was a lot of damage, but it's just not enough. And because of how Reflex armors work, Matt is still so strong coming off of that encounter with that 150 points of YA. Oh, and look at this, he backs off onto that yellow. He's going to be looking to get onto this yellow too. He hits the rail first, the 25 HP bubbles come up for him. This is absolutely shocking. Cerno has a lot to answer for if he wants to come back in this already. 4 frags isn't huge, but it's the control. It just looks really scary. Matt should be able to damage Cerno as he picks up this YA. Like, he should be able to make sure he doesn't get out for free. It's actually Cerno hitting the initial damage though, and Cerno needs to use this as momentum. He needs to carry this through into the red, but Matt somehow all of Cerno's rockets miss there, and Matt gets away with basically no health, picking up the frag. That is devastating for Cerno right there, because that was the perfect opportunity to swing this back. And just a quick name check here, because I always call him Cerno, but I'm pretty sure it is Cerno? Okay, good. I've heard people call him Cerno before, but we'll stick with Cerno. And Cerno, speaking of the devil, not very healthy. He gets a nice backing away rail, but he has nowhere to really go with it, and he's stuck up in that awkward corner at the back of the map. There's a yellow armor there, but nowhere to go. Your opponent can always do some exit damage of some sort. And Matt has all the time in the world right now. He just needs to wait, see if Cerno's going to do anything, and punish if he does. There's no real rush or pressure. That little bit of grenade damage is nice. And just any little chip damage like that you can do to your opponent, I definitely think it's worth it. Matt trying to bait out the lightning gun from Cerno there. Lovely push to the teleporter. He knocks Matt down. He's going to come out with the OG pressure, but I think that might have almost been an overextension, and indeed it was. It looked like there was a hint of a frag there, but it was just slightly too full. But I like the bulls, I like the ambition, and I like that he's just doing something big to try and break out of this right now, because this is what most people struggle with against Matt. You know, they can't find that situation and they can really push him to take advantage of. Beautiful rockets there, that could be enough to win him the red armor, and it looks like it will be. Matt coming in for the last second dive, somehow that grenade picks up Cerno. Cerno, he's getting so close here, but Matt is just edging him out time and time again. Decent rocket in here, he's making Matt work for this frag, but the frag is still Matt's. And 5 minutes into this game, an 8 frag margin, that's quite a bit really for Ruin, especially against Matt, who, off of the spawn, really good at getting onto armors. I don't know, this is going to be a hard one for Cerno to pull back. He really needs to get the defining frag, the big momentum shift to happen in the next, 20 seconds. I'm going to say before 6 minutes. Awkward for Cerno. He doesn't quite get onto the platform. He doesn't hit any of his rockets. Red armor's going to be coming up. He's taking advantage here really well. So what happened there? Matt was stuck on the wrong side of red armor, and Cerno just tried to put the pressure on. He pushed Matt when Matt wanted to walk towards red, and he took advantage of how Matt wanted to move, how the geometry of that area set up. Fairly smart there. But it's not enough. He doesn't have any HP. He can't wait for the bubbles to come up. He tries to keep pressuring, and it doesn't work for him. I like the way he walked into that room. He caught Matt in the middle of a really high altitude stair jump. But Matt, frag after frag. This is looking really bad for Cerno. Cerno pressuring with the plasma gun. He just doesn't know what to do at this point. And he knows that the clock is really against him, so he's got to just do anything he can to try and make this game come back. Last time I said it, he did. He just made something crazy happen, and well, with that frag, you can see he really is just trying to flip this control hard as soon as he can. He hits a grenade. Fantastic to direct grenade, actually. Probably at this red, he's going to try and make another push. But he's died before then already. If he can get on a gun. I mean, I think it's safe to say we're going to see him at this red. And yeah, here he is, looking for any damage he can hit, but he has no stack to back it up. This is Matt's map through and through, and it's just a question of, for me, more if or when Sono's going to forfeit. And yeah, this is just a bit of an aim fest now for these guys. Just making sure they're warmed up, they're nice and aiming well. Yeah, Sono just can't get a frag on the board. Here we go, finally. Matt, wrapping this one up. We're actually a very similar margin to the first game we saw last time. That was 25-0. Ravenous against that dude that I don't really know, and this is 22-0, possibly 23-0, possibly 22-1. Wow, Sono, there he goes. Gets a frag on the board just in time for the dying seconds. 22-1. And that frag might just be a small victory there for Sono. Oh dear. Okay, so use and abuse. We're rooting for Matt here because I want this series to end so I can go eat. So this is Sono's pick, so he must feel confident here, unfortunately. Yep. And yeah, so we are just going to be on Sono on the start, as our cameraman is going to be going to take a piss or something. Cool, and this is Sono's pick, Sono's map, so Sono off the start should be pretty exciting. And he gets a slightly awkward start. He's going to go for a yellow armor, but not quite make his jump, so he's going to give up Mega. And possibly, everything else. He went for a bit of a risky play there. I don't like the way he moved. I think it made him too easy to hit. I do like that he tried to capitalize on Matt diving into that armor, but that is the worst thing that could have happened there by a really long margin. Like, not only dying, but dying and not picking up the armor. Absolutely tragic. And now, yeah, I think we're actually going to have a few minutes of the match here, but that's okay, because we're going to see Sono out of control. See what he's going to do to break out of a really, really bad start. Yeah, he's not going to go for the lightning gun there. He's gonna actually try and sneak onto the RA. He should have just gone, oh yeah, he tried to move in a certain way and get a certain trap set up, but against Matt, you can't rely on that. Matt just bounces him around, and already this is looking so dangerous for Sono. He's gone all in there to catch Matt out, and I like that. I like that he just committed to hitting the damage. Matt is probably going to be able to stack up on a YA, but Sono could get some exit damage off here, and he's looking for it. And Sono right now could be in a position to back up onto red. He's going to chance it, not quite able to get there in time to damage Matt. So a decent shot at making something happen, but just not quite timed out well enough. The stars weren't in his favor. Okay, he gets a little bit of exit damage off there on the red. That could be okay. The problem is that these YAs are just mats. Oh, and Sono can't make his jump. I find that jump a lot harder in Reflex and CPMA. I don't know if that's just a little thing I find. Okay, and we are on Matt, because the start of this game has been all about Matt. Let's see what he's doing here to get such a fantastic lead. 7-0 with 2 minutes in. That is scary. That is absolutely horrifying on 3A. Matt has such a good, comfortable cycle here to get these YAs. He has almost enough time to get back here. I like the way he rocketed that said to Sono, you know, if you want to try and back onto that RA, you're just going to walk into a direct rocket. Sono has a pretty hard time. That was nice damage. That was the most significant thing we've seen from him so far. Right into the face of a fully stacked 200-200 player. He's flipped it around, and at the cost of all of his health and armor, has completely reduced Matt's number. And there, 3 minutes into the game, Sono actually gets his first red armor, the third armor pickup he's had all game. Absolutely ridiculous control from Matt here in the opening. Sono getting the mega and getting out. This is vital for him right now. But yeah, he just wants to push. Oh dear. And yeah, I think we are watching him now. And this could be the end already. Yeah, look, just going for the pressure in the doorway with no stack. There we go. Sono. Oh shit, ZTK home early. Oh shit. Okay. So I think we're gonna watch the start of the next game on Rem's stream. ZTK is currently in an Uber on his way home. So in like 20 minutes, we'll be back with casting. Rem, leave the stream going and just find some some fantastic quality Reflex action to spec on. Is that cool? Give me some okay hands in chat if you guys are cool to just chill out for like 20 minutes, watch some uncasted games, and then it's gonna be the ZTK Phylum hype, okay? Let's see some meme hands, guys. I see one okay hand. That is the blessing. That's the blessing that I need. Sweet. Thank you guys so much. Sorry for the gap in casting, but we'll be back better than ever shortly.
Alright, hello, guess what, it's Loopy again. My friends, welcome back. Welcome to the stream, hello. I'm ZTK, and I'm finally here. So, on Dakra's perspective, that's cool. And here we are, I guess Phylum's eating. Okay, I'll just kind of figure out where I'm at. Sorry for the issues, but yeah. Dakra unfortunately getting punctured by Ultra here. And the follow-up again. So, as I've said, you know, in previous casts, it's Furnace, so, you know, it's quite steamrolly, and Dakra's kind of getting the worst end of it. Especially against Ultra, you know what I'm saying? So we're, yeah, finally here. This is good. Ultra kind of making a big joke out of this TBH. Pretty great.
Hello.
G'day, my man. How we doing?
I'm good. Are we on your stream now, or are we still with Rem?
I think we're still with Rem. I need to delete some sound folders and then bring up OBS. But then after that, we're good to go. We'll take a pause or whatever.
Cool.
How's things been?
Good. Are we live on the internet?
I think we're live on Rem stream still. Yeah.
Give us some okay hands if you can hear us.
Ah, jeez.
That's I got one okay hand before when I asked people if they were happy with me leaving. That was good.
Good. I'm just gonna restart my game and try and hope that the sounds have gone because I have some different sounds at the running.
Oh yeah. Well, it shouldn't be too much of an issue, really.
It really is. But yeah, how's your night been, man?
Yeah, pretty good. Oh, I think we do have some mean hands in chat. Fantastic to see. Yeah, no, I'm just chilling out, doing uni. Maths test today, fucking nailed. 80.2%.
Right, S Penguin's late, but he's still loopy. Alright, welcome, friends.
Fantastic. Yeah, you haven't missed too much. Okay.
All good.
We're gonna have a stream restart in a second. I repeat, a stream restart, so do not panic. It's not brown trouser time. It's just gonna be the handing of the torch from Ram over to ZTK. Yeah,
big shout outs to Ram for hooking us up. Got a farewell a tight homie. It was pretty great. Pretty sad, man.
Yeah, no, it's always hard doing that.
Jeez. So Ultra's obviously been doing a pretty convincing job, I guess. It's, what, 2,000 points of damage difference between them? It's pretty crack up.
Yeah, I'm not actually in the server, hold on.
Oh, all good, man, all good.
We're in number 5.
Yeah, sick, I'm in. So, yeah, 5, jeez.
Yep, and yeah, Ultra against Dakra. As you said, big difference in the damage. It looks like Dakra could get himself a frag here, but Ultra's plasma is completely disgusting.
Oh, there we go.
That is a lot of plasma damage. Oh, but with 20 seconds to go, this map is going to be going over to Ultra. I think this should just be the first map of their series, though.
I think so.
Cool, so we've got more to watch. We'll get some maps in a second.
Crack up, indeed. Alright, so there we go. GG, 21-11, Ultra... Well done. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna bring the stream down. Rem, if you wanna do that. I hope to fuck my audio is okay. I don't know if it is.
It'll be fine, it'll be fine.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just go live then.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Okay, maybe this time. We should be sweet. We'll find out in 10 seconds.
Be fine. It'll just take a second to like sort out.
Oh fuck, I'm in. Alright, never mind. Spectate.
Yep.
Cool, sick, and we are live. Cool.
We are back.
Ladies and gents, welcome. I'm ZTK, this is Phylum. Big shout outs to Rem for hooking us up there with some stream goodies.
Yeah, it was a pretty sick first half of the comp, honestly. If
Yeah?
I say so myself. Apart from when I had to go eat.
Hey, all good, man. It's a fact of life, you know?
Alright, we have Ultra using a disgusting blue player model that you can't see at all.
Oh shit, man. He's gonna get banned for that.
Prize money revoked.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, because Because like you can't force it even in demos, so they like have to be blue.
Yeah, why haven't they added that yet? I wonder.
I complained, and then they said that it would take them time to revisit it, and it's been a couple of weeks. So, come on, Turbo Pixel, hook us up with something essential.
This was diabolical.
Hey, come on, come on.
No, we're not comparing games here.
You're not Speedbot. You can't do that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I said it.
But I do think it is worth mentioning that the Diabolical Kickstarter ends in something like 12 hours. So if you do want to back that game, and I encourage it, I encourage you to play all arena shooters.
Yeah.
And find your own favorite. You have 21 hours to back. They're at 157 pounds. 157 pounds, 157,000 pounds. They reached their stretch goals. So it's going to be good.
You know what they say, buy more Diabolical, play more Reflex, am I right? And that's exactly what we're doing here. I'm going to tell the dudes that we're ready. We only have 16 viewers, which is disappointing, so show to your mates.
Spam, yeah, spam the link out. Let's get some more people in here. Get some more hype going. It's on my public Facebook.
Oh shit, dude. That's right.
Yeah, there are probably like 2 guys that'll click on it. Okay, so we're getting into the game. Let's go with Darkro, the man who's got a lot to prove in these games. Oh, and he gets floated right off the start with some fantastic Ultra LG.
Misses that bolt there. Critical mistake. Oh, nails that one though, so that's okay. He's in a position to, you know, maybe play it a bit slow, get on another side of the map and try to make something happen with the next cycle of armors. I should enable timers, my apologies.
Timers are nice.
There we go.
And yeah, Darkro, he's just trying to chill out, make sure he doesn't die, and make sure he keeps these weapons. This is the only real advantage he has at this point off of this start. He hits that bolt that actually makes it possible for Ultra to pick up the YA. So Darkra now just caught in the worst place, and there finally goes down. That was to be expected. So pretty bad start.
Yeah. Oh jeez.
No.
That's not the greatest.
Yeah, Ultra already showing us why he's the many times champion of our Australian Cups.
Honestly, I have faith that one day he will be unseated.
I think Q-Hat beat him in a comp once, but that was it. I think other than that, if he plays, he wins. And yeah, it looks like Ultra is just going to command these yellow armors, particularly the one in the middle of the map. As Darkra just has nothing to work with. This is really scary.
Oh my god.
No, and Ultra hits all of his damage off of these spawns. Darkra, he's not even gonna go for the armor. He just wants to look for damage. Ultra would love to hit some damage on the exit here.
Oh, Jesus
Christ. And that is
Christ.
more than he could have asked for.
That's nuts, man. Honestly, Ultra just playing this perfectly, hitting every single shot, and just following up spawn frag up to spawn frag. 7-0 now to the man. That's crazy.
I know, and this is such a huge margin on this map for the first 2 minutes. Just so strong. I don't want to just drool over Ultra's playing too much, but he is playing so well. You've really got to appreciate what he's doing here.
I think it's fair. You know, Ultra's play is a nut that you can hop on, I guess. Yep.
Wow, that's a nice grenade though from Darkra, and that's actually a big swing in the momentum of the match, and he follows it up with a frag. Right when he needs it. Unfortunately though, he doesn't really know what's up with these armors, and he has nowhere to go to stack up against the yellow armored Ultra coming in. The exchange of bolts there is dangerous for Darkra, but Ultra's more interested in hitting the tiny pixel rails than the open air shots.
Yeah.
It's a really nice rocket jump, and nowhere Darkra can go, nothing he can do. He just needs to lay some damage down, really. He needs to find a situation when Ultra is easy to hit and annihilate his stack.
It's unfortunate that I think every bot that Darkra's hit, or... Okay, close enough to it, he's just missed, so... The ones that count, it's unfortunate because it's a really good way of opening up damage, I think, and finishing off. Solid nade there, though. So that gives him an opportunity, and a good rail angle here as well. Ultra's not going to take it, though. He's going to play the armors instead. And, yeah, okay, he converts the frag for it.
Yep. Darkra actually stood still there. I think he knew it was better to just die than to stay alive any longer at that point.
Nah. Here you go, he is trapped, though.
Yep, that's the exit damage, and that was a nice amount. Unfortunately, he's not going to get away fast enough here, though, and the LG from Ultra just melts through him. And yeah, Ultra knows the cycle of these armors well enough that he's going to be able to get around. He's okay taking that shot because he gets onto this YA, and this just allows him to pick it up. He actually doesn't want it. Darkra's gone in for the red. He has no armor to defend himself, and Ultra, strong LG, he's not going to miss that. And there, maybe a bit of tilt coming in from Darkra. There's the call of the GG. Ultra 16-1 in 4 minutes.
Oh man, that's actually pretty cool. Is that it?
Yeah, I think it's a best of 3.
Yeah, it's best of 3, right? But Ultra's won 2.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just pull up the brackets.
Just remind Darkra he didn't win the first map.
Yeah, it was kind of perplexing there.
Cool. Yeah, just there's that admin fear that you've somehow got something wrong.
That's alright. So if I press my toggle, we should have the brackets up right now. You'll be able to see how it's been progressing. Dude, you know it, man. So Q-Hat and Ultra looks to be the upper bracket. That's going to be pretty dope, honestly. And Cerno's made his way through to fight Dakra in the lower.
That'll be exciting. That'll have some good moments. Cerno got absolutely demolished by Matt earlier. I felt a bit bad. There were some lucky moments, or some unlucky moments for Cerno in the first map, but like the second map was just everything possible going wrong for Cerno.
It's always unfortunate.
Yeah, well, especially in a competition.
So Ultra and Q-Hat, I guess, are on a server somewhere.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting, honestly. Going to be really exciting. That's probably the matchup of the grand final. I can't see anyone beating Q-Hat, but you never know. Darkra did beat Q-Hat last week.
Yeah, and that was best of 1 though, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it can be a bit like iffy. There can just be one map that goes the wrong way, and if there is a weakness Q-Hat has with this map pool, it's that he doesn't know them all.
True. But I mean, against Ultra though, I mean, there's always the inclination there from the more experienced players to pick the CPM maps, and that's obviously where Q-Hat's going to be most comfortable as well. Mm-hmm. So it depends on whether Q-Hat, Ultra decides to counterpick and go for some of these newer maps. Or whether he plays a safe, comfortable pick and gives Q-Hat an opening. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, Q-Hat is by no means, Ultra rather, is by no means uncomfortable on the CPMA maps.
Yeah, of course. Chat, audio levels all good, by the way. Just hook us up with some chat if that's alright. Because I think in terms of levels, it's actually pretty good. I don't know. Do you know what's going on?
Okay, it looks like Ultra's just left this server, so I'm guessing he's got somewhere to go.
Because Q-Hat's joined mine, so...
Yep. Yeah, this is it. Yep, this is where it's happening.
Alright.
Alright, so I've just got to take the responsibility of making sure Q-Hat's all warmed up and ready.
Oh, dude, of course. Just helping out the scene, in more ways than one.
Yeah, doing my part for the comp. Oh my god. There's just that feeling, when someone who hits good LG turns their shaft on you, even when you're in the air and it's easy to hit, they've just got a way of there's just a certain feel when you're getting hit, and that's what it's like facing Q-Hat anytime. So yeah, ZTK, you've been playing a bit the last few days, so you're making some good progress in your dueling, or are you still shit?
I'm pretty shit, but I mean, I'm not missing everything now, so my rails are back, kind of, almost. You know what I mean?
That's good. That's important.
But yeah, I've been playing Strowl a lot, and so getting my shit pushed in, but it's definitely an improvement.
Well, Strowl's good to play, and we've seen him play. Just how fantastic his aiming is, but he makes really great combat moves. And he'll punish you if your combat's bad, so that's a great skill to develop. Really important to learn, and I think a big weakness of a lot of Reflex players.
Did he drop out in the tournament?
He said in Discord, he's just like, I'm done, bye.
That's unfortunate.
It's really disappointing to see. Where would have he been in the brackets?
2-1.
Yeah, he lost to Darkra.
So he would have played Ultra if he beat him, but otherwise progressed through against this 2-Cops guy and then against Dorinos in the best of 1. So
yeah, we actually saw Tukos play against Ravenous earlier. Ravenous, he just looked hungry for the win. Ravenous, yeah, very dominant showing.
nice.
I've dropped that like 3 or 4 times. It's been just as awkward every time, and oh my god, look at these dice rolls right there. Did you see that?
78, 79?
78 for Q-Hat, 79 for Ultra.
Oh, and he's going out with a ban for 3A.
That's smart. That is really smart, because, yeah, that's a strong point for Q-Hat. If these guys play an Error Walk, that's probably going to be the most hyped thing ever. Oh, and we're going to see it. We're definitely going to see it. First up.
Yo.
Holy crap, where do you even go from an Error Walk between Q-Hat and Ultra?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just hyped for it, you know? I'm pretty stoked already.
These are the 2 best Error Walk players in Australian Reflex. In Australian Pro Mode, probably. Even in like Quake World, Ultra and Q-Hat are both good on Error Walk.
Yeah. Nah, not really played much of Quake World, honestly, but it's pretty crack up to watch, actually, honestly.
It's exciting to watch. Yeah, it was good having it at QuakeCon. Alright, so we've got Error Walk, we've got Ruin. I think we have 2 more bans and then the decider comes out, so the maps left are Furnace.
I think it's just Furnace? Yeah, 7 map pool. So
oh
the
yeah,
last is Furnace.
okay, that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, we're left with Furnace. So then we had 2 bans, that's right. So it's going to be Error Walk, Ruin, then Furnace. And all 3 of those maps between these 2, it's going to be pretty amazing.
Right,
so hopefully they don't need long to ready up.
Yeah, I mean, Q-Hat certainly warmed up, hopefully, by now, you know, thanks to your efforts. So,
yeah,
you know, an Ultra just came off that, so I'm excited. I'm, like, actually genuinely feeling emotion right now.
I know, it's good. This is like video games as art. Just without the, like, boring walking simulator shit, you know. This is the real stuff.
God. What is that called? The game that's like made that famous, where you like walk up an island. I've totally forgotten the name of it.
No, but is it Gone Home?
Oh shit, perhaps. No, Gone Home was like a beautiful story game. Like that was okay.
Oh, but it was a game about walking around.
it was literally like you walk up an island, sort of thing. God.
Oh, yeah.
It's totally slipped my mind, but it was lame.
The other one that comes to mind is Firewatch, which I actually really enjoyed, but it is very devoid of gameplay.
I'm gonna find this out because now it's messing with me. Dear Esther, there we go.
Oh, Dear Esther.
That's it. Fucking hell. I bought it on a humble bundle, and even I regret that amount of money spent on it.
It averages out to like 2 cents, but it's still not worth it.
I just want the hours back, dude. You know?
Your time's worth more than that. Okay.
Here we
Q-Hat
go.
versus Ultra.
Following Ultra?
Q-Hat.
Q-Hat?
Okay, no.
No, Ultra's good.
Make it cool, Ultra, okay. And, well, Ultra seems to be the one dealing the damage off the start. 2 beautiful back-to-back rails. He would love to follow it up with a 3rd.
Gonna go in with the rockets there.
Q-Hat does a good job of making himself harder to hit. Wow, but he's right there. Just absolutely no fear facing off against Ultra there, but it is Ultra still able to win himself the red armor.
Ultra's positioning there was great, rocket jumping up to there, but being able to, you know, attempt to do damage. But as they come and clash over this Mega, Q-Hat's just having all his armor eroded. The damage is mostly mutual, they're both so lit, and Q-Hat manages to take the first frag.
Yep, I was expecting Ultra to die there, but just the amount of damage he was able to do on the way, amazing. And yeah, this is Q-Hat taking an early lead on Ultra's map pick. Wow. Some strong LG, even in close range, you know, like, lots of people couldn't hit quite that strongly.
Nah, we're going over to Old Mate here. And it's just rail pick up.
Rail after rail. There's no armor for Q-Hat though, and this is Ultra's time to push, and Ultra knows it. He's not going to let Q-Hat get away from you easily. But Q-Hat, he's dodging around well. That rocket must have gone through his legs. I don't know quite how that missed. But yeah, it is Q-Hat in command now with this red armor, looking to deal some damage. Both players picking out the rail angle, no one hits, but it is Ultra that hits the first shot, so that's really important. Q-Hat returns such a good shot, but eats a rocket for it. Wow. Ultra shutting down Q-Hat's control there really, really quickly. And with Red and Mega both up at fairly similar times, Ultra hits basically the perfect shot to knock Q-Hat down there, and now Q-Hat... I've actually decided to split. Ultra just going for the exit damage, and it's big shaft. Is it going to be a big rocket to finish it off? He can't quite do it. Q-Hat picking up yet another frag, but there, the return off the spawn. Finally, something going the way of Ultra.
Nah, they're trading damage off so evenly, and so now they've got to both slow it down and get a bit, Ultra with the rails, so he's in a, slightly better spot in terms of weapon set, but being able to grab, the Mega and the Yellow, that's a pretty good place for Q-Hat to be right now, and he's going to be able to capitalize on it. No, he's not. They're just going to play it slow again and take these, crack up little chip damages on each other.
He looked like he was getting ready for a fight, but actually, I like that he just came up and took position on the red armor, and that forced Ultra to come up the stairs if he wanted to fight. Oh wow. Q-Hat somehow gets the spawn damage, but it's not enough. He took too much from Ultra in that fight there, and neither player quite able to get on the red. Q-Hat, I don't think, can make the stair jump, or he's too scared to try, but Ultra, he knows how to do it. That's really, really important between these two, actually. If Ultra can make that jump, if he has the confidence to go for it, but Q-Hat doesn't, we're already seeing it's decisive, but I think we'll probably see it again.
No, and while he does have the red, he doesn't have much health, and Q-Hat's going to take him down just with a shred of his life left.
Yep. But if Ultra had hit one more point, or two more hits of LG there, Q-Hat would have died.
Yeah, it was so tight.
That was really, really close. These players trying to kind of bait each other into a rocket. No one wants to bite. And it's such an even first exchange of damage, but Q-Hat's big rockets here. Winning himself a bit of space. He should be able to get the Mega. Ultra can't hit the damage as he kicks it up, and Q-Hat just absolutely demolishes him with direct rockets. He's going to push for this frag. There's no reason to let Ultra get on the YA here. I like the way Ultra looked for that damage, but he just isn't going to hit it. Q-Hat needs to start thinking about getting on red. But if he's going to hit the rails, it's fine. There's no rush at all. He can take all the time in the world.
Unless, the spawn system decides to absolutely shit itself and Ultra lands on the red.
Yeah, that somehow, if Ultra can get the suicide, the next level duck replays.
God. Haven't seen too much of that this week though, have we?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen a single suicide so far actually. That was 2 weeks ago's meta.
True.
Ultra now.
Well, the meta does move fast here, Go from ZTK losing to ZTK not losing as much, it's drastic changes in how the game is played. Q-Hat again.
Another frag for Q-Hat, and he's actually up 14-5 on Ultra's map pick. This map is in no way over, but I mean, it's a strong start, and no one else can really give Ultra this kind of start on his map.
No, it's definitely been really tight, but I mean, it's just been Q-Hat edging out frag counts, I mean, the damage dealt between the two has been relatively even, but I don't know, Q-Hat's just having the most situations work out for him.
That said, Q-Hat is actually pulling ahead in damage by about 1,000.
I haven't pulled it up. I'm just,
Yeah. Lots of the fights have been going fairly evenly. They're going tit for tat, but it seems like Q-Hat is actually just pulling out slightly, over these fights. And with 21 frags, there's been a lot of damage exchanged, but and I guess that's where that difference is really starting to come in. Q-Hat hitting shot after shot here. He's just an unstoppable machine.
Oh, here we go. Q-Hat with a slightly faster rail reload. He's managed to take it.
He's not going to mess up the follow-up. Even though Ultra could well get a frag here, Q-Hat was able to deny the Mega. Q-Hat should just pull back onto YA, or even better, hit the rail. He doesn't even, he can respawn with a gun and still get to it. He's actually going to push. He doesn't even care about items at this point. He just wants the pressure, and he's right to do so. Ultra much lower than I expected. Ultra's trying to put the spawn pressure on here, but he's just missed out on YA and RA. There's nothing on the map for him. Q-Hat is hitting shot after shot after shot. This is amazing aiming, ZTK.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty great. I mean, if we just bring up the scoreboards, I mean, you can see that, like, the control of the armors. It's been pretty even, honestly, but Ultra's seemingly had to rely more on these greens as he's been getting dropped more often. It's crazy. It's crazy. All of these bolts coming out, just Q-Hat shot after shot, managing to really make it, you know, count. I guess it's shown with a 20 frag lead here. Sorry, wow, I am way too buzzed on coffee right now. I'm just. Come on. You have some coherent thoughts. Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I have coherent thoughts. 7 minutes into a Q-Hat Ultra error walk where Q-Hat has just been dominating.
I mean, quite honestly, in these types of games, I just like to watch and, you know, experience the marvel.
Yeah, take in the energy. Well, Ultra there gets himself on an RA. He hasn't done that too much in the last few minutes. Oh, and he straight away, like the second this guy gets some armor, he's hitting big shots with it. You know, he's using it really, really well, but Ultra's there to shut him down. Q-Hat's there to shut him down. Well, I'm really bad with names today.
It's alright, I have these nameplate widget enabled now, so like they just pop up really big.
That's good, I need that. I need that to remind me.
It's great, I'll send
my
it to
timer is actually drawn over the names because I'm too lazy to move it.
Oh, man.
So I can't actually like really see who I'm spectating well.
Oh, Q-Hat with an excellent bounce there. He's following up with the Ion, and it's working out so well for him now. Another fight over the red and Ultra again just can't match the damage. He doesn't have time to get into a decent position to grab neither weapon or armor very often. And I mean, look, while they drop the scoreline's just so far out at this point, I would say that it's almost done in Q-Hat's favor now.
Yeah,
it's such an excellent map.
I'd have to do some fast math here.
There's no time.
I don't think it's possible. There is no time. Copyright Zoot 2017. We'll put that one in for the future.
Man. So,
and yeah, I mean, what do you even say at this point?
Yeah.
We're gonna see some more fights with Q-Hat just fragging some more. But, you know, we're into garbage time here. These two are just going to be trying to hit some sick shots. There, Ultra finally gets a red armor spawn.
Just, you know, a bit too late. It's alright though, you know, Ultra here just trying to make his scoreline look a little bit more respectable.
Even then, there's not a lot of time to do that.
No.
I mean, 24 frags in it. Yeah, that's right. 23 now.
I mean, if he hits like...
Q-Hat.
If Ultra manages to, he won't hit the 20 mark, but I'm just saying, you know, it wouldn't look that bad, but I mean, this was pretty convincing play in terms of Q-Hat's favor.
Yeah, he just looked too good. He just almost untouchably good, hitting every single shot. I mean, look at the 53% bolt. It was actually higher in the first few minutes of the game. Amazing match of Arrow Walk, and this, you know, I was a bit uncertain when you put Arrow in the pool for this ZTK, I've got to be honest, but seeing Q-Hat and Strahl play a really sick game here last week, and seeing this week, it's completely worth it.
Yeah, man. I feel it's a pretty cool map, TBH, jeez. The damage disparity there. Amazing. Q-Hat's stats are just dope.
Ran away. But yeah, as you can see, the item pickups are actually really even. Ultra, spawn me on the red, please. Yeah, Ultra, you're getting no good spawns.
That's alright, so, wow, where are we at? Next map will be Ruin. I guess that's pretty cool.
That'll be fairly even, I think. But Q-Hat actually picking it, he must feel confident here, and that is scary for Ultra.
I know that it's been kind of Strahl's map that he's been trying to really nail out over the past couple of days because I played him so much on it. So that could be a leaning. I'm pretty sure they've been playing a lot together as well. So that's something, I guess. It'll be really interesting to see though, because it is quite a bolt heavy map, whether or not we're going to see the same performances or not from either of these players, you know?
Yeah, I think Q-Hat's bolt definitely gives him an advantage here, but you know, Ultra can hit just as good bolts, I think. Maybe not quite with the consistency that Q-Hat has. Q-Hat, I said before, I said last week, I'm fairly sure he has like superhuman reflexes. He's amazing.
Yeah, all the boys I dogged are apparently watching me, so shout out to the homeboys. Yeah, XD.
Nice, yeah. Shout out to ZTK's homeboys.
Wins Blood Run and Reflex. The Russians have done that, and it's a disgusting time. We'll never do it.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
The second
sick
map,
as in
though.
bad.
Yeah.
Q had off the start here. He gets the bolt. He gets a YA. He gets the RA. He got a nice spawn for guns. I think he'll be happy that he got his bolt. Ultra straight away trying to pressure with the lightning gun. And this is a great position to do that, to use his weapon advantage. But Q-Hat is just hitting these shots out of nowhere. Really fantastic work from Q-Hat. Really great way to start the map. But it is Ultra using that shaft to his advantage. He's won himself the first red armor of the game, the first respawn. He's going to be feeling pretty good right now. He's got a nice bit of stack, and he just wants to hurt Q-Hat while he's got this advantage.
Sure,
He's got a lot of pent-up aggression from last game, I'm sure. This all needs to come out right now.
Oh, but here we go on Q-Hat right now. Seeing if he can recover from Ultra. He's luckily enough to not get bolted immediately as off the spawn, and Q-Hat manages to catch him off guard as he's spraying his Ultra sprays,
I don't know if people noticed, but the way Q-Hat moved into that fight with the LG, he was kind of dancing around the pillar. Ultra missed so much of his damage. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, the classic deeper level plays from Ultra. That's sick. Sorry, Q-Hat. That's sick though. That is pretty rad. Here we go, slowing it down because Q-Hat obviously in such a power position. Trying to, Ultra's trying to, play it slow. Try to not let that lead grow too quickly. Oh wow.
Q-Hat though, he's waited really patiently. He looked for a big trap, and he's looking for these situations where he's going to get the best possible trade-offs, as opposed to just building up an early frag lead. He knows he's in a fairly decent spot as long as he doesn't give up too much armor, and oh my god, he's taken so much, but he's hit so much with return, and Ultra surely going down. There it is. Wow. I mean, Ultra got Q-Hat so low there from what Ultra had, that Q-Hat just hit so much more back.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's tight. This game is so tight, but it's an excellent spectating experience. Ultra here on the top platform, I guess, by rail, trying to make a really strong positional play. Gone off to grab this armor, but I mean, he gets bolted as soon as he touches it. It's not the best place to be, honestly. And here we go. The aggression from Q-Hat now manages to rip him to shreds. So.
And he actually pushes Ultra down, like, into the ground there, which makes it really hard to dodge.
Yeah. I mean, now Ultra's getting the Dakara treatment, that he gave before. It's now, oh, jeez, words. Q-Hat gets his sick bolts off, and yeah, there we go. Another follow-up for Q-Hat.
I know exactly what you mean, and this is so bad for Ultra. This is just an awful cycle, but, I mean, we saw Ultra in this situation, on the opposite side of this situation last week. He was doing some really cool stuff against Profanum, just cycling the items, perfectly. So it'll be interesting to see, like, Ultra, he knows how to play the other side of this, so how is he going to go about breaking it?
It's going to be very difficult to do so if Q-Hat just nails those 1-2 rail combos off the spawn, though. And, he's got a bolt, he's got an iron cannon, and he's looking to be in position to grab... No, never mind. This is nuts.
Those rails are just... I mean, it's so hard. All three of those shots were hard for different reasons, but like, Q-Hat just hits them all. 62% bolt on Q-Hat.
Jeez. Oh, some solid rocket grenade damage there. This is his moment,
Yeah, I don't know if he needs to push him for the frag, but he does, and he picks it up. He doesn't have a lot of time to get a YA, and he's actually not going to be able to get a YA before red armor. And well, this is where he has to make a big decision, because Q-Hat's shaft is really scary, and well, there goes his mega. Ultra, he almost could have just played a YA there, had YA and mega, played against Ultra who had red.
Yeah.
Played against Q-Hat that had red. Oh my god, I'm doing so badly with names today. I'm really sorry, chat.
It's okay. So, look, you know what they say, when there's big money on the line, there's big casting. So when you tune into the ODC or whatever for the champs, that's where the casting gets real good. I promise, XD. But anyway, this is pretty nuts. And again, Q-Hat, I don't know, does this surprise you, this sort of play from him against Ultra?
This is where Q-Hat is in his element. When he's got the control of the map, when he's just hitting sick shots. the map has gone really well for him, but because of how it's all been, and because Ultra hasn't had a really big moment to shine, I'm not surprised that Q-Hat's been so dominant.
Yeah, I mean, there was that drop down moment before, over by the, you know, dropping off to the 50, but ever since then, Q-Hat's managed to just follow it up right back with more damage and kind of negate any sort of control that Ultra would have been able to take. And the melee coming out there.
There's the, the really, really crucial melee, actually. Just over halfway through the game, 14 frags in it that Ultra has to make up. And, I mean, wow. Q-Hat somehow pulls that damage off. Ultra suicides, maybe that's our first suicide of the cup there. Strategic suicide.
I want to make a bad joke here, I won't. Alright, so...
I'll have to go about that one later.
Yeah, let's just not do that one at all. Anyway, Ultra, here we go. Managing to take some part of the lead back on them. The scoreline not too difficult to come back from. Sorry, just watching Ultra now. I want to see how he does this. Catches Q-Hat in a great spot and follows up again. So maybe this is Ultra's moment. This is his chance to take control and get some frags on the board here.
Ooh. Well, he goes straight up that bounce pad into Q-Hat. He needs to be fast if he wants to get to RA in time, and I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. This could be a timing blunder. He runs right into the rocket, and there, Q-Hat wins himself red armor like an absolute champion. Just kind of relies on Ultra wanting to play the attack.
Oh, some solid rocket bounces there.
Q-Hat walks straight into that rocket. Just, yeah, impossible to avoid once you kind of take that first step. Great reading of his movement by Ultra.
Yeah, and of course now, he misses the red armor, but it doesn't matter because Q-Hat's so lit. If he lands his bolt, he doesn't. Oh, it's so unfortunate. I was going to say he could have fallen back to this yellow here, but... Oh, man, Q-Hat just taking the bigger foot forward again. Jeez, what is that metaphor? And he's given Ultra the same, you know, treatment as he did the rest of this game with, you know, heavy bolts.
Yeah, just a huge string of bolts here. Q-Hat, and look at this is really smart too. Like, he was kind of positioned for Mega there, that when he heard what Ultra wanted to do, he knew he could just walk over and get red, and so he did. So just like absolutely chilled out, picks up the red. His LG is amazing.
Oh, and that's pretty tight because, you know, Q-Hat could have fallen back to that armor and there was no 50 for Ultra, so if that bolt hit, you know, he would have been dead. But even if he didn't and there was, you know, another engagement somewhere else on the map, Ultra would have not been in a very good place for it. Same sort of situation here, you know, 38 from 13 health, he's kind of built up his health pool again, and he's able to take the chase now and he's in a much better spot, but I mean, just a couple of seconds ago he wasn't, you know? So very, very tight in terms of how this game's being played. Yeah.
That is so sneaky from Q-Hat, hitting that little rail in the back. Ultra has to go for the red. And that could... No, it actually doesn't. Q-Hat not able to get on an armor. And there, while he buys himself a little bit more time to kind of poke at Ultra with some more rails. And here we go, it's a bit of a run of frags, 9 frags in it. This is definitely doable in 1 minute 40.
It is going to be tight though. You know, and Q-Hat isn't going to make it easy either. So, Q-Hat grabs the Mega, but he's trapped. You know, he's trapped, and he does manage to do the damage. What? Ultra should have won that.
Q-Hat's LG is ridiculous. He took a lot of damage there. But he should be able to get... Oh no, he probably doesn't have time for red actually. And Ultra, yeah, thankfully able to put the pressure on and pick up the frag. Because he needs it.
You can see him neglecting the red and opting to go for more damage dealt.
Yeah. He's got to just keep putting this damage on, keep getting these frags. Otherwise he can't win the game.
He's got 1 minute, and you see from the rocket jump there, you know, he knows that this is close.
Yeah, that was nice. I like the way he tried to use the Mega there. Unfortunately, he doesn't hit any damage, but... Well, there's a frag, and he could be a spawn frag. 8 frags he needs to catch up in 40 seconds.
It's going to come down to the wire.
Oh, but this is a frag. He's caught in the teleporter. Can Ultra get a spawn for this? Q-Hat in such a hard place to get to. Ultra can't just rocket jump up. The plasma gun would be too strong, and I think that is the nail in the coffin there. Ultra had a really good crack at pulling that one together, but Q-Hat, his spawns were too good, and he just won himself too much space early in the game.
That's crazy. Ultra.
Yeah, well, this is Ultra going down 2-0 in a series, which it doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen.
Oh wow, GG. Q-Hat with 64% rail. I mean, both of their rail percentages are so high, but jeez.
It's easier to make 54% rail look bad if you're hitting 64% rail yourself.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. That's crazy. Such an insane performance from these two guys. It's nuts. So that's it. That's
really fantastic.
That's the final of the upper bracket. So I'm not sure whether Dakra or Matt have played each other yet in the lower bracket. I will check. Do you want to go over and inspect that on number 2? Because they're somewhat into it, but I mean it's pretty early days.
Yeah, definitely.
Sick. Alright, so this is the losers bracket round 5. We're halfway into it between Matt and Dakra, and the winner of this will go off to face Ultra in the losers bracket final. So all of the losers bracket is best of 1. And following Dakra here, he's got a really good position on Matt as he goes to take the red armor. Nice, really nice rocket there, furthering his you know, ability to, wow, fuck, I'm just gonna stop.
His words, his something.
He's doing the good arena shooters. Yeah, you know?
Dakra could use his 50 health to give himself an edge in the fight. He isn't able to do it. He kind of just mops it up early. He hits some damage on Matt, and if Matt wants to push for this frag, well, that means Matt probably can't push for this frag, and Dakra now actually chasing. He can't hit the midi. Can he get some damage onto Matt? There's the bounce. He's flicking his mouse around frantically. He wants to get something off. He can't quite do it. Dakra, this is not a happy place to be right now. I mean, having to make up 3 frags is hard enough, but like being at this disadvantage with the control, this is going to be really cool for him to make up. Right, Dakra there, he heard the pickup of the Mega. He knows he's at a huge disadvantage. He just needs to catch Matt somewhere where he'll get the favorable trade.
He's going for the damage here, and this is pretty decent because if he manages to keep this up for... Oh, maybe hit a bolt here. That's unfortunate.
No. That is a really bad time to pull the bolt out.
God, and he kind of dies in a bad spot. He will be available to take the yellow, though, and they'll split the red and the yellow between them quite evenly. But it's still not a very good spot for, you know, Dakra to be in. Matt, obviously, with the greater amount of armor here. So, really, it all comes down to this next engagement.
Even though Dakra does have that YA, Matt has the guns. And you can see Matt trying to use that already with the bolt. He's going to try and whip some LG out. Dakra has maybe gotten onto the LG at this point.
Oh,
that's nice.
That is a good rocket there. Coming out in an area you really don't want to fight, and it's too close and confined, and rockets just deal so much there. Playing around the force field. Dakra's actually in a decent spot now in terms of stack. They're relatively even, I believe.
Yeah, it's all about who gets the first damage off, and in that case, sadly, it is a Matt.
Of course. Unless you're a Matt fan, you know, in which case, happily, you know. Oh, and there we go, Dakra with the steal, and he manages to get some solid rocket damage, but dead. Jumping up, man, it's kind of difficult. Yeah, he's gone. I mean, Gonzo.
Yeah. The problem too, like, and I was talking about this earlier actually in a Ravenous game, once you stand on that red armor platform, you're just exposed to any damage your opponent wants to try and hit. You know, it's completely at the mercy of your opponent how much damage you take there, really, unless you kill them first.
Yeah, like, it definitely is, like, a really tough room to be in, because you either have, you know, the red armor spot where you're at, wow, another GG from Dakra. Crack up.
Yeah, he knows 7 frags, 1 minute 40, it's 1 minute 20, it's not enough time. It's not enough time. I think that's the new FPS meme, replacing Zoots, there's still time.
We're gonna, yeah, let's make a new meme. We bought our big with a capital I last week, you know, and now there's no time. That's us.
The pessimist cast. Q-Hat Ultra, Prof. Dakra Matt, top 5 in Oz. Probably. Q-Hat Ultra, Profanum, Dakra Matt. I would say Q-Hat Ultra, Profanum. Oh no, Winegum. Q-Hat Ultra, Profanum, Winegum are definitely the top 4 when Winegum plays.
Unfortunately, he's playing armor now, so...
Yeah, he plays a lot of armor and like DayZ and stuff. It's really sad.
Competitive DayZ though, that's a thing, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if he enjoys it, you know, he's got his stripes in Quake. He's definitely played enough Quake over the years. Going back all the way to like 1996. He is as legit as they come.
Alright, so I'm gonna try and get Matt to join the other server, I guess. Yeah, Matt's here. Okay. I have no idea what's going on, man. So yeah, we'll join Qhan Ultra on their server.
Alright. I'm just gonna melee Matt.
Oh, you do it. Nice.
There we go.
Okay.
That's for the time he beat me in the comp in January.
While he's, you know, in the server browser, you know, he can just get those sneaky damage. That sneaky damage onto him. Cool. I DC'd from that server.
Yep, I think you got the idea.
There we go. Cool.
Awesome.
Rad, man. This is exciting. So, best of one. Wow, let's bring up that bracket for those of you who have just tuned in, of which there might be some of you.
Yeah, welcome. Please tell your friends. Struggling casters, you know. We need some like cardboard signs up. I'm just gonna get a quick drink of water while we get ready for this one. Don't tell him to wait or anything.
Yeah, all good, man.
It'll be all good.
What's our filler content for today?
I think we decided to put it on hold until next week.
Oh, true.
Because you weren't here. Oh wow, Ultra, they're actually rolling a 3.
That is
rolls.
That's actually not a big number. It's quite the opposite. Actually,
On a scale of 1 to 100, yeah, that is not a big number. Alright, I'll be back in a sec.
Solid, man. Cool, so the videos are coming out. Matt banning Arrow and Ultra Quickfire. They're just banning down because it is the best of one. Tefra of Static. So, in the pool, Furnace, Ruin, and 3A. Oh, there we go. Matt banning Furnace. I would have thought he would have banned 3A, but of course they are both very old school players. And Ultra getting rid of 3A, so we will be seeing Ruin, funnily enough. That's pretty crack up. Ready, wow. Cool, so I mean they're just gonna warm up, get some last minute frags in. Oh. I know we're going live.
Alright, and I'm back at the perfect time here, I think.
Wicked. Qhat disconnecting so he doesn't steal any strats, perhaps, and on the perspective of Ultra as he comes out here. Grabs the yellow, grabs the bolt, and, you know, sets himself up to deal some decent damage there as Matt grabs for that rocket launcher. So,
yep. You get the red armor, you hit a shot, you're looking great for the first minute or two of this game, and there another shot. That's big trouble for Matt, and another.
Oh, Matt really not looking towards the jump pad. Ultra
Yeah,
eating the
I don't know
rocket
how
there.
Matt survived 4 shots there, honestly.
No.
It does finally go down after a 5th. Ultra.
Oh shit, don't have the game. There we go.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fairly important.
I promised myself I wouldn't do that ever again. But there we are.
Oh dear.
We're new, XD. Well, I'm new, you know, come on. Ultra
I'm
there.
a seasoned veteran here of the quick cast at this point.
Yeah. Your partner.
Ultra hitting 8 out of 9 shots, 89% rail. I mean, Matt, he really needs to make himself harder to hit here. Ultra's having a lot of success just hitting these shots in Matt's back as he goes. Matt gets himself a red that eats a lot of damage for it. Ultra seemed really focused on just the exit shots there. Oh, and Matt caught with the railgun out. That was a bad time to have the rail out. Wow,
You know what we are?
Look at that jump from Ultra. Did you see the way he moved around that pillar in the air?
It was crazy. It's just
He was
air control,
impossible
man.
to hit while he rocket jumped up there, but Matt's stack was too much. Matt, I think, got a bit lucky to survive everything.
Nah,
But he does. And, well, he's actually not going to have much of an opportunity to turn it around back on Ultra. Matt, the champion, the king of running away from these situations, where we're really seeing that come out here, as Ultra just pushes so much pressure onto him.
You know what we are, man.
What are we?
We're like Reflex police, man. You know, it's like a buddy cop thing we've got going on. You know, I'm the rookie, you know, and you're the sergeant. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can kind of see that.
I like it though. It's great. Ultra in a pretty decent spot, hanging out, trying to deal some chip damage onto Matt and using this armor as bait, but these grenades kind of allow, you know, Matt to have an opening to grab that. That's
Matt
pretty
could try and drop here and just like really wedge himself in between this red armor and Ultra, but Ultra's shot there is just like absolutely destroying any hope Matt has of pushing in.
He's so aggressive
Matt's
right now.
still so much damage, but he's going to give up a frag, and at this point, frags are quite important. It's staying a fairly low-scoring game so far, 4-1, with the start Ultra had, and given that it's Ultra, that's pretty low.
God, some excellent movement coming out there from Ultra, and they trade bolts, but I mean, Ultra's the one in position to grab this red. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Eating another bolt, so it seems to be one of these games. As I said, you know, Ruin pretty bolt heavy. They're just going to exchange damage and try and get an opening which they feel favorable in the close rail there. Oh my god.
The problem with exchanges at this point for Matt is the control is looking really, really strong for Ultra, but Matt flips that around. I mean, just really strong rocketing, but Ultra kind of pulling a similar move straight off the bat with that LG, not quite able to capitalize, and Matt gets himself back into control.
Yeah, he's definitely in a good spot, and I mean, he's not too many frags down, so if he manages to get himself in a good place, he's got the ion cannon now as well, so I mean, he's definitely in the best position he's been in this game to deal damage and, you know, take control of this map. Ultra quite lit, you know, and he gets held up in the air for a bit too, so Ultra really on the back foot, dealing enough damage, but the trades go out and Matt wins, so there we are, 1 frag difference. This is tight. It's even. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, somehow Matt tying that game up. Ultra, he's hitting so much damage, but yeah, just with these stack disadvantages, and if Matt gets a good cycle here, this could be really, really problematic for Ultra. We've already seen him kind of buckle under the pressure of a strong cycle from Q-Hat.
Yeah, and I mean, let's actually swap over and see how he maintains this cycle, because it seems like the king of running away has had to become, you know, pretty decent at, you know, dealing some damage too and getting that lead. So it's, oh, here we are, solid spot to be in. He just deals some really ripper rockets, as they say. They don't say that, but yeah, just really in a good spot now. Such a turn of events from the first 2 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's such a big swing, and Ultra right now, you know, he's really not looking very good.
That's in game, of course. You know, I'm pretty sure he's a beautiful man, IRL.
You have to be this good at Quake.
Yeah, man. Only beautiful people play Quake. It's a fact. You know, you look at Cooler.
Oh no, look at Matt's LG. Absolute disgrace, but somehow still gets the frag. Ultra rightfully puts that pressure on, picks up the return, but Matt. Oh my god. I'm gonna be sick, ZTK. What happened?
Just honestly, like, Ultra just got nay-nayed. I have no words. It's the follow-up's just coming out here tearing them.
Oh my god. How does Ultra miss 3 close-range rails there? That's the only time Ultra's ever missed 3 rails in a row in his life. What is going on?
I don't know, man. This is so.
Yeah, see, Ultra's bolt accuracy dropping from the 80s down now even into the 50s, 59.
Shocking, disappointing, even, honestly. As a bolt whore, you know, that just makes you want to cry inside. Matt doing an excellent job here. He's actually pulling well ahead. And he looks to be able to continue to do so. Oh, gets bounced on the jump pad, but still maintaining some solid ion accuracy. Ultra with the rail, though. Just managing to deal each other down so low and then following up with either a rocket or a bolt that it really just changes the swing of things. No one's really cemented themselves anymore. Yeah.
Ultra hasn't been able to get a strong cycle, but just because of how good Matt is at running away. You know, he just flies around the map. I think, yeah, Astro Serpent there in chat, aka Stroll, it's, what was it? It's like a fucking fish or a bar of soap or both of the above. I think that's a great description of Matt. Oh my god, what is this? Matt with the teleporter cheese. Ultra's still hitting his shots somehow, but oh, Matt,
What a great rocket there as well.
this is bad for Matt actually.
Yeah. And his accuracy is pretty good. It's not too shabby. This Ultra. Okay, he grabs a Mega though, but I mean, there was an opportunity there for him to spawn and maybe hit a cheeky rocket and swing it right back, you know, for Matt. But yeah, here we are playing the same, you know, real peak angle that we've seen played both in this map and the one before. You know what I mean? Sorry, match. Both matches have had this sort of peak from the plasma
I know
gun.
what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah, dude, this is horrendous casting from myself. Yeah, man. My apologies to all of Twitch chat, but look, here we go. Ultra just really whittling him down again. What seemed like
Oh, and yeah, Ultra's taking the lead. This, I feel bad for Matt at this point. I mean, he held on to this for so long. Having any kind of deficit against Ultra is so hard, and like, because their aim is a big point of difference. Ultra hitting over 1,000 extra damage, you know. And I think this is it really starting to show.
Yeah, the pace of the game is actually slowed down a lot as well as Matt realizes, oh, I'm quite low and I need to
yeah, and this is
what
where
I
it gets really awkward, because on one hand, Matt would really love to just like kick it up to 11, make sure that Ultra can't build up good stacks and can't take good fights. Oh, Ultra really lucky to avoid Matt's rocket there. Can he finish off the frag? He can't hit his rails. So yeah, for some reason Matt is just harder to hit than anyone else so far, it seems.
Oh, and here we go. Ultra looking behind, and they're both solo once again. Manages to grab the 50 though, so that's sort of a saving grace. All of Ultra's ammo won't matter if, you know, Matt lands this critical amount. We'll see how it plays out though.
Nice movement there from Ultra to walk back into the health bubbles. He's caught Matt in a really awkward spot. It's Matt, 4 frags to make up, 45 seconds to do it. This is definitely doable, but Matt is really weak on HP, and Ultra should know this. Ultra looking to hit these rockets, and that is such a good shot. He's shut Matt out of the middle of the map. There's a 50 health here for Matt. This is really crucial for any kind of attack he wants to make. There's 2 bolts in a row. He needs 1 more. Oh, he can't quite hit it. Matt, do not let this slip away right here, just because you can't hit some bolts. Come on.
Jeez, and as we come into the 10-second mark, it's GG.
Yeah, you can see just in that last moment, the pressure got to him all at once as he kind of moved his mouse weirdly.
Cool, so that is 1-0 then to Ultra, and he takes out the losers bracket. So we will be seeing a rematch between QHat and Ultra for the grand final of this week. So
yeah, that's what I called when they got to the upper bracket final. No huge surprises there. The huge surprise will be if QHat can win again. Ultra really has his stuff on the line here to show that, you know, if he wants to show that he is the dominant guy.
Yeah, I'm actually very interested to see how this match plays out. Are we just gonna... Yeah, we'll get QHat in here. I'll invite him in.
Sweet, alright, so predictions for maps?
Ooh.
What do you think we're gonna see?
I mean, I would like to see 3A, honestly. But Ultra's been banning that out. That's his ban.
I think it puts Ultra in a really awkward spot, because if he bans 3A, QHat might pick Aerowalk, you know, and because if QHat's going to play Aerowalk like we already saw, then Ultra's going to have a really hard time winning. So either QHat has to ban, I think it wouldn't be totally ridiculous to ban Aerowalk, but then that would mean that QHat could just pick 3A.
Cool, so I've just told them, because I mean we had a best of 5 last time and that was pretty cash, honestly, and this tournament's actually gone really, really quickly. So
yeah, it zipped by.
Yeah, if they wanna play best of 5, that's cool. More cool Reflex for us, you know.
Astral Serpent saying wrong scene. There's no action on the screen yet, but we are going to have some dice rolls happening really soon.
There we are. Dice rolls, bringing it back in.
Oh, big rolls there from Ultra. Wow.
You reckon the devs are, you know, the devs are playing with the RNG right now?
There's some magic.
From a 3 to 100.
That'll be it, yeah, like Ultra rolling 150.
So Quickfire and Tefragon, that's interesting. I mean, I don't think either of them are players of the new maps. No one really plays Tefra. But, I don't know, have you seen Ultra play much Quickfire? I don't think I have.
I haven't really played in the last 2 weeks, so I haven't seen anyone play anything. And yeah, see, this is that situation I was talking about.
So, we will be seeing both CPM maps played, actually. Then, Furnace to start, then Arrow from QHat. My laptop has died.
That's going to be bad news for Ultra, I think. I mean, winning Arrow Walk and 3A, and because, yeah, this is QHat's pick right now. Easy. Yep. And so then the decider is going to be this, I think. Or Static. No, yeah, Static decider.
Cool. Nah, this is going to be the most lit of all the games we've seen tonight, I think. Best of 5. Some excellent gameplay from these guys especially. It's been a pretty great cup, despite it going so incredibly quickly.
Yeah, well, sometimes quick cups are good, you know, just like short and sweet. Get all the good action condensed. And Ultra, having already lost a series, very out of character for him. He's the man with something to prove right now.
Clutch rolls, apparently, from this shot. That's a sick call. Oh man, so look, I'll sit on QHat. I will be back in a couple of seconds. I just need another glass of water. Feel free to just like coon out, you know.
Yeah, and big shout outs to TurboPixel Studios in the chat there. Coming to say hi, TurboPixel, the fantastic. Meme hands in in Discord, if people should be able to hear me. All right, so what a dramatic turn of events. Rem, getting this server. Meme hands in Discord. If people should be able to hear me. His audio drivers have totally died. He's just jumping on his laptop, and he will be back with us. All right, so what a turn of events. Rem, getting this server. Meme hands in Discord. Right, fantastic. Okay, so that was pretty unlit. That was probably the anti-definition of lit.
Okay, let's give this a hint. How's that?
Yeah, you don't sound quite as good, but you're here.
Nah, fuck. Alright, sorry. Okay, I'll just see if I have Reflex on here.
Yeah, no, I've let the guys know that whenever Rem comes in with the stream cam, we'll just go. Yeah, as I was saying before. What? I don't know. I think someone might be able to hear more of me.
I don't know how my Discord's attenuated. Sorry, I'll just like sit in the same spot and hope for the best.
Yeah, that is the best way to do it. Yeah, just before the audio cut out, I was giving mad shoutouts to TurboPixel Studios, the awesome dudes that make the game, because without them, we couldn't be here playing this. We'd all be playing CPMA. And I also gave a shout out to Profanum and abused him because he wasn't playing. But on that note, with all that said and done, we're getting into the game here, and let's go with Ultra off the spawn. Furnace, I think very much is going to be an Ultra map to win. It's his pick. He gets the plasma gun start, and he's going to look to get some cheeky damage off there. He heard Q-Hat cross the map. So Ultra right now, he wants to stick to these higher positions. He wants to hit the initial shots, and there is a nice little bit of a rocket tickle, but he walks straight into the shot of Q-Hat just immediately in return. So Q-Hat looking at a great position here on the start, and there, the easy pickup. Wow, but Ultra with the aggression just straight on the return. He does not want to mess around here. And so Ultra flips that back pretty quickly. And now he's looking to really establish himself with a lead here. This is good for Ultra. This is a nice way to start, a nice strong way to start after getting fairly well dominated in the last two matches.
Yeah, what a really good way to come back off that initial frag, you know what I mean? One frag down, he just comes in, he deals the damage, and he manages to pick up the most items. Q-Hat here now trapped, he's going to drop as well, and he furthers this lead once again. So, yeah, definite props to him for being able to, you know, bring something back and salvage what usually is a pretty big disadvantage here. I mean, they're going tat for tat right now, and Ultra really needs to grab something in terms of armor, but it's definitely a... Wow, yeah, okay, never mind. Q-Hat just doing some solid damage here, bringing it right back. It's good to see. You know, it's very tight and very contested.
Yeah, this could well be the greatest Furnace match of all time. These two are really, really good. As we already seen today, no doubt. And Q-Hat, he wants to push through. Ultra can't hit his shots. It's something very rare for Ultra.
Oh, the close range rail though, he manages to nail two of them, and Q-Hat drops because of it. Oh, man. So I'm just going to bring up timing. I was going to say something about when things spawn, then I realized that I'm not picking it up by feel anyway. So, there we are. Ultra manages to grab that red, and that's pretty decent.
Yep.
Kind of fighting over this Mega a bit too early, but
well,
yeah.
I think Ultra is more interested in this yellow, actually, that's going to come up. He looks to get a bit of a shot on Q-Hat. That is so smart. He knew exactly what Ultra wanted to do there, coming for that damage, and Q-Hat just said, actually, I can take command of this situation, I can be the one fighting you. Ah, wow. And yeah, now Ultra kind of sitting at the top of the map, looking to get a cheeky bit of damage off. He hits a fantastic exit bolt there, but oh, this plasma from Q-Hat annihilating Ultra. There's nothing Ultra could do. He can't hit the same back, so he's going to go down. Ultra with the rush, LG rush off the spawn though. Really, really great. That's the second time we've seen him do that. Incredibly effective both times.
Yeah, it's definitely dope. TBH.
Just being able to rush like that with the lightning gun, turning nothing into this huge advantage suddenly.
It's actually really cool to see, and you really experience like the strong aim that comes out from these guys. It's almost superhuman levels of, you know, ability that they're exhibiting. Oh, Q-Hat fails to miss that jump, and Ultra manages to deal a lot of ion damage to him. So, okay, he grabs the red, but it's this entire game's been tight, and it's going to look to continue to be. So, missing another bolt there, that would have been a really good opportunity for Ultra.
Ultra's in a nice position in the middle of the map here. Q-Hat has just made a play for a yellow armor, which he can't actually pick up, but he drops in hot and heavy. Nowhere for Ultra to go there in response. So Q-Hat is going to get a red armor. The player's going to pass through each other there in the corridor. I don't quite know how that worked, but Ultra is somehow using it to his advantage to get a shitload of LG. It isn't enough to get the frag though, and Q-Hat able to back onto the YA. This is really, really dangerous right now. Like this time here. Wow. Just every cell of LG connecting here. This should be another good 3 or 4 frags, I think, for Q-Hat.
Yeah, this is nice to see. It really becomes a who peaks first sort of game here. Ultra playing it really nicely, just dodging those rockets, trying to land a bolt as he grabs for that yellow armor, and it does go his way. He does manage to grab it eventually, and now they're just back to trying to take peeks at each other. So Ultra in a decent spot, he manages to grab that yellow as well. But Q-Hat managing to...
focus there was just on damaging the yellow, but he didn't really get much damage off. He is hitting every bolt here though. Ultra for the exit damage. I don't like to use a bolt there. You know, if you miss the bolt, you get nothing, but if you hit the rocket, I mean, if you hit the direct rocket, you get 100, and it's easier to hit the direct rocket, but even if you miss it, you're going to get some splash, for sure. Wow,
there you go.
Ultra going for the big plasma gun plays too. Q-Hat. Oh, this is good for Q-Hat. That's basically where he wanted to see Ultra. It's Ultra with the aggression. He can't get in here in time.
Yeah. Sorry, and yeah, I mean, seeing Ultra not really be able to capitalize, he's doing some decent damage. Q-Hat's quite low right now, and Ultra may be able to take it back with a, if he lands just one cheeky rail here. Oh, he comes in with the iron, and he just drops a little bit too low. So Q-Hat once again maintaining his lead, and that's pretty good. This map does fight pretty fast. You know, we've seen players come in with the lightning gun from Ultra, with the plasma gun from Q-Hat. You know, and being able to take back this sort of sense of control and being able to get a frag off it. And so yeah, it's very tight, very contested, but Q-Hat managing to come out on top throughout of the exchanges overall, really setting himself up in a good position. So Ultra in the red armor trap, Q-Hat eats a direct rocket though, so he won't actually be able to contest it. Oh, he is. Okay. And then,
and that was the overextension from Q-Hat. He didn't know the time on the red. He wanted to keep pressuring and make sure Ultra couldn't get it, but he got a bit too greedy. He couldn't get in there in time. You know, once Ultra had taken it, Q-Hat needed to back off. He'd already gotten some really great damage, and now we're seeing Ultra stacked to the teeth and looking to fight.
Oh, and here it goes. The exchange coming out.
There's nowhere for Q-Hat to go. Somehow Q-Hat, he's just dealing insane amounts of damage. I don't know what happened there. But Q-Hat surely going to go down. That was a nice drop from Ultra. Unfortunate, he isn't able to get that off. That would have been great. That would have been a really important time to get a frag.
So I'm just trying to install Reflex on this machine so I can actually have some sound. It's so actually disassociating from the Reflex experience. Ultra though with a sick drop down rocket, you don't need sound to see that because they apply to different sensors. And yeah.
Oh, you don't need sound to see that. I think that's the quote of the cast.
Oh, far out. But there we go. So I mean, the stack's pretty even, and if they're just going to play this bolt game, now Ultra decides no, he's not going to play that. He's going to follow up with a really nice rocket after some solid ion damage there. Playing the positions, taking the high ground, and Q-Hat isn't able to fall back onto those 25 bubbles enough to make a difference. And wow, yeah, Ultra manages to grab the red because of it. It's a solid play coming out from him, to be honest. Being able to utilize the high position there, it's good, but I mean, Q-Hat just following up with more rockets. It's another exchange.
Q-Hat hit that. I mean, just amazing aggression. Really, I mean, I don't want to say he deserved the frag, but he was looking so good to pick that frag up. And Ultra, really crucially there as well, gets Q-Hat solo, so even though Q-Hat gets away with the red, he's dead. Oh, but he's able to pick up those health bubbles right as they respawn. That was absolutely perfect. That could not have been luckier for Q-Hat picking that up. It couldn't have gone better, and this devastating right now for Ultra, because he did the right things there. He was putting the pressure on, he made sure Ultra wasn't stacked up. He just didn't time the lower 25 HP bubbles, which sounds insane that a game could even come down to something like that, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, it kind of does, you know what I mean? Like, in terms of, you just keep timing more, I guess, as you increase in skill, because everything matters to such a high degree.
When you're at this level, definitely. Maybe not even timing to the second as much, it's just kind of being aware, like, I can go here and get this.
Yeah, I mean, you can time it immediately, but I mean, just being aware of its like intuitive flow of the map, I think, is a really good spot to be in. You know what I mean? In terms of like Reflex skill level, I guess, you know, being able to go, okay, this is the sequence.
And arena shooter skill in general, like those mad 50 HP bubble timing plays on like 29 or something.
Yeah, I know what that is, you know, being an old school player, you know, CPM. What is 29?
29.
29.
Probably not the best example. It's probably more about 25 HP timing. But anyway, we're getting into the dying seconds here. It looks like Q-Hat's gonna take the first map. Again, Ultra's pick. Wow, yeah, so maybe Q-Hat can do this. Maybe Q-Hat can actually be the Ultra killer.
Maybe. It'll definitely be interesting to see. I mean, seeing the... I mean, Ultra's been, as you've said, you know, as we've acknowledged, you know, he's been uncontested for ages. You know what I mean? So, it's so cool to finally see, like, a challenger, I guess. No offense to Profanum, you know, he's been there. He's been taking him tight.
Yeah,
you, man.
Profanum...
He's not here.
There was a point where Profanum couldn't touch Q-Hat at all. But we seem to have gotten past that. You know, their games are getting closer again. But yeah, to see Q-Hat come in and be this dominant, really fantastic. Alright, so I believe we're going over to use and abuse now.
Yeah, I think so.
And this is Q-Hat's pick, so... I mean, it's going to be hard for Ultra to win this.
Cool. Alright, ladies and gents, my Reflex install has finished, so getting back into it with some game sounds maybe on my end. I'm gonna know what's going on. This is good.
Oh no, we're seeing Arrow Walk first.
Yeah, it's like Furnace Arrow and then what? Tefering Quick Fiber Band, so it was like Static Blast, right? Yeah, Arrow and then 3A, yeah?
Yeah, it's Arrow, 3A, Ruin, and Static, I guess.
Rad.
Pretty amazing lineup. Alright, and so yeah, Ultra really... the man has something to prove here. I've said that a few times already, but especially losing an Arrow Walk to someone. Very out of character. It's gonna be these two getting back into the game. Ultra off the start. Ultra to show us that he still knows how to play this map. And I usually like this spawn when you get the rockets, and I especially like this spawn if you can hit that shot on your opponent as they drop down. Ultra unfortunately missing his mid-air shots, and he eats that rail. I think that's going to be far from the first rail he eats from Q-Hat here. Oh, both players here are going to look for a bolt. Ultra misses his shot, Q-Hat misses his shot back, and it's Ultra to take the first little chip. Yellow armor's up. Ultra manages to take it and get away free despite Q-Hat being there, so Ultra's done really, really well to make sure that he can pick these items up, but he's just missing his bolts. He's hitting 0% bolt off the start of this map out of 6 shots, and that really shows from how this went. ZTK has left the building, but I believe... Yep, he's back.
I'm rejoining, and I'm having Steam message me and tell me that my credentials have changed and everything is pretty fucky right now.
Cool, okay. That sounds exciting. Almost as exciting as the fucking Aerial Walk action coming up. As Ultra does get a frag on the board as he starts to kind of flip this one around. Picking up his first red armor of the game here. And getting Mega, so with YA up, he's looking super strong and he would love to catch Q-Hat off guard coming into this YA, and he catches him on the exit. Not a clean catch like I'm sure he would want, and he is being bounced mercilessly by Q-Hat's rockets here. This is Q-Hat taking command of the situation through and through. Ultra looking for the bolt. He goes for the huge push actually. Where did that come from? I have no idea, but well, he somehow gets the frag. He's not going to be able to follow it up, except he does manage to put a good amount of pressure down. Q-Hat, lovely movement there, getting on to the red armor. Now Q-Hat is going to be controlling the top of the map, making sure he hits some damage. Yeah, he knew he was railable there. He got maybe a little bit greedy looking for that shot. But at the same time, it's nice to knock down the Mega as it gets picked up. Stop Ultra getting too stacked. Even if Q-Hat's going to die and give up the red here, the best thing he could hope for would be to just deal enough damage that that Ultra doesn't have any Mega left to play with the red.
There we go. The Ultra making some solid moves there, landing the rocket and the bolt. It's a really good spot to be in. He's now taking the frag lead as well. Ultra Q-Hat kind of scrambling for items there as Ultra grabs the red. There's not much left on the map for him to grab, and it's another solid rocket and rail combo for Ultra.
Oh wow, and yeah, the pixel rails are coming out now.
There we go. I think that's his first miss one in about 6 shots, but there we go. So there will be another fight coming out over this red. Ultra initiating with the bolt, 2 bolts. He's so low, but oh man, that's some really good damage done onto Q-Hat.
If you hit a railgun every time you die, and like die often enough, you're in a really great spot. That's a good philosophy to well, no, it's not a good philosophy to play Quake 5, but it can work for some people, like Zorak War and Quake Live. Yeah, Ultra, not really sure what he was planning there. He does just kind of get some LG up the bum.
Well and truly shafted there.
There could not be a truer definition of the word. And Q-Hat would hopefully get a frag. There it is. Almost gets taken down there in the process. Ultra maybe more interested in denying that yellow armor than anything else, and there's a little bit of a shotgun blast off. Q-Hat very scared of the melee. Taking a melee right now would be absolutely devastating actually to Q-Hat's stat. But Ultra right now, he's lost the control. He's just looking to hit the melee. You can see how much of a difference hitting one melee shot is. That might be a bit of a clue that it's a little bit on the strong side right now.
No, it is. It's like 100 damage, like hitting a sick rocket. I mean, he's able to do that before taking them down. That's pretty dope. We're seeing some crack up chat banter coming out from Ultra here. But yeah, Q-Hat definitely managing to assert dominance over this map once again.
Yeah, but not quite as dominance as the scoreline is closer. Ultra definitely still in this one, you know. Like, it felt very early on in the last game that Q-Hat just ran away with it, but Ultra, I don't want to do the caster's curse and say that he's still in it, and then have Q-Hat just get the maddest string of frags, but like, he is still in it for now.
Yeah, we've definitely seen some sick rails from Q-Hat in an attempt to prevent that. Another one coming out there, seeming to force his position on this side of the map. Wow. it's just excellent, honestly.
I did just say, you know, I hope he doesn't start getting a really sick string of frags. Bit of a tongue twister there. But yeah, it's great to see. I mean, these guys are just fantastic aerial walk players. There's some great aiming coming out.
Yeah, it's nuts, but even though Ultra's been on the back foot, you know, having watched his perspective a little bit, he's always playing it nicely, where he's playing it, okay, he's eating bolt, sure, but when he's able to set himself up in a decent position with his health behind him, he's actually managing to take his fights in areas that are beneficial to him. I mean, you see him loop around by the upper rocket launcher to contest red. It's definitely not the worst spot to be in, it's just that, you know, Q-Hat's managing to, for the course of this game, or predominantly deal more damage. Wow, words.
Yeah, well, I mean, Q-Hat's hitting 51% rail, Ultra's hitting 41%, which, I mean, anything less than 50% for Ultra, I think he would consider pretty bad. Q-Hat with the 41% shaft too, which is huge in Reflex.
Yeah, they've kind of mistimed that red a bit too early there, and he almost eats some nade damage there. But he comes away with it alright, and he has managed to string together a couple of frags, so whether or not he'll be able to take this further or not is something we have to witness. Here we are. Ultra now planting some solid bolts, you know?
Yeah, bit of a risky situation from both players there, kind of chancing it a bit. But it is Ultra in the stronger position, hitting the stronger shots. And now it's time for Ultra to show us how well he can play this map.
Exactly. 3 minutes left to go, so the majority of the map has, you know, been through, so he's definitely pressured. Not so much by time, but you know, there's always that inkling of the clock ticking down in your head. You know, Mega's up now, so... Oh, wow.
Wow, sick shaft, amazing push. Q-Hat just way too ambitious there, trying to get onto that. That Mega. And now Ultra giving Q-Hat a taste of his own medicine.
Wow. And so suddenly out of nowhere, you know, the tables have turned. They've turned more than 90 degrees. They've done a total 180 here. You like that one? Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
Cheers.
That was smooth. 3 frags in it. Soon to be 4. And yeah, Ultra now with the 50% bolt. Q-Hats has dropped down to 45%. So maybe that's all it is. You know, maybe it is just down to bolts.
I think it, yeah, it definitely has been in the past 2 Arrow War games that we've seen. Some bolt heavy action there going on. Yeah. You know, like, okay, so nothing's really up now. It's a perfect time for Q-Hat to try and fight and deal some damage here, but... Wow, there we go. Bolt's going out from Ultra, but I mean, Q-Hat just being able to reply with, you know, the Ion. And there we go.
Almost nice from Q-Hat, but he just doesn't quite get there in time. Doesn't quite get out in time.
That's what you should call 5D in 1, man. You know, almost nice. There we are.
Almost nice.
Wow.
And so yeah, Ultra, he's holding on to this. Q-Hat looked like he was ready to make a huge comeback. He was ready to get some sick LG, but Ultra's just said no. He's kept hitting his shots. He's made sure that he's shut down Ultra when he's tried to make the crazy plays. He's just making himself hard to kill in a really fantastic way. That bolt in the back is going to be important. Ultra looking to hold on to this Q-Hat. He doesn't have a lot of time to swing this around. Ultra is railable, and this is scary. There's the frag for Q-Hat. Oh, but Q-Hat's gotten so low. It's a mutual frag. 3 frags in it, a minute left. Q-Hat gets the spawn on the YA. Ultra gets the spawn. We can get the red. Both players with some armor, but Ultra, the Aldermore stack. The exchange of rails almost goes in the favor of Q-Hat. It is going to be Ultra with the LG catch, but the swap to Bolt, what is going on? Q-Hat somehow picks up the frag despite the disadvantage. Oh, and he hits the initial shot. He's got to push. He cannot wait around here. And Ultra, oh, he makes the worst decision coming through that doorway. This is surely Q-Hat to tie up the game. Oh, and Ultra makes the jump. There's the tie. The freak. Oh, Q-Hat, he can win here. Oh my god!
What?
Ultra, huge grenades, but Q-Hat, he's returning with the damage. Wow.
Ultra solo 3 seconds and then we'll be going into overtime. Oh my god, wow.
Overtime. Overtime here on Arrow Walk. One of the most insane last 30 seconds of an Arrow Walk I've ever seen. Those guys really just pulling out all their tricks.
I mean, Ultra now, he's got the weapons, he's got the red, and he's managed to deal some solid damage over
Such
Mega.
a close fight. Such a close fight. Q-Hat can just rush him down here. There's nothing up for him to take. All the health bubbles just got mowed up by Q-Hat, and there's Q-Hat just waiting him out. Ultra, he's going to go down again. He needs to be careful. He's only got 2 minutes. Well, 1 minute and a half and counting. Any frags he gives up now are going to add up so hard. And Q-Hat tries to do the old bait where it looks like you're going to go for health bubbles, but you actually don't. And oh no, this is a big run of frags for Q-Hat, but Ultra can return it just by hitting a shot. Oh my god. This isn't over yet.
It's back and forth, it's crazy. Bolts being exchanged across the map. You know, if you have blood on, which, you know, I know my stream doesn't, but I mean, both players are really painting the map blue. That's what's going on here. It's crazy how fast is the fragging between each other. Wow, Ultra coming in with the
finally connecting with some LG. Oh my god, the big combos in the air. He gets the frag. Ultra, 1 frag in it. 45 seconds to go. Oh my god.
What?
Yeah. He goes for the rocket jump, but not before Ultra can hit a bolt. And wow, there's the tied game again. This is so scary for both players though. Ultra not a lot of HP, but he has all the armor in the world. Q-Hat's kind of the opposite. He's got the HP but no armor. Ultra putting the pressure on. These players are gonna go in for the Mega. Ultra picks it up. He gets the frag on Q-Hat and he's looking nice and healthy. Oh, and there, frag number 2 and this spawn frag. That's gonna be Ultra securing an incredibly close arrow walk. Wow. Holy
GG's. Wow. Oh my god. That's something, man.
That is an amazing arrow walk right there, guys.
Wow. I'm astounded. I'm astounded to see that. That was such an excellent performance. They really put on the show. We saved the best last. Wow.
I'm so glad we told him to hold back last series, you know.
Yeah.
These people get what they pay for in chat.
I mean, it's the funny thing is, right? I mean, QHat took that so close, but I mean, Ultra didn't even have any practice with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he didn't get that warm-up time, that valuable warm-up time with me. Alright, where do you even go from there? Ruin. Again, this could be a really close map between these two. QHat seemed confident on it before. Ultra didn't really have an answer to him.
No.
QHat, God bless. Ultra, God bless. Some Christian memes coming out. And it's QHat with the back spawn where you don't really get to go for a gun. I like that he waited for that shot, but Ultra is in a really bad spot here. I mean, he just can't fight the way he wants to. There's the pickup from from QHat rather, of that last YA. Ultra, does he want to go to this red? This is the big question, and I think that's his opening to get in. Wow, QHat's LG, even from that that position of jumping into the room where you would usually get smashed by aim, QHat somehow just uses that to his advantage to hit amazing shots. And that's just QHat's LG really, like, it just connects no matter what. Ultra tries to do the same thing back, he can't. QHat's defensive LG is too strong, but Ultra with a really sick bolt there, that's going to buy him a lot of space, but QHat can hit him right back. Both players, 4 HP and 8 HP there between those two. Ultra, he would be so low, but he has a Mega to pick up. He's not super comfortable, but QHat can't get any of his bolts. This is Ultra doing to QHat what we saw QHat do to Ultra last game, actually. Hitting those shots off the spawn. And here we go, this is going to be a big fight. Ultra demolishing QHat with no problem at all. And Ultra putting the pressure on here, making sure QHat can't get any guns.
Oh, this is just solid damage being dealt out, really trapping him into this, like, mega YA room. It's devastating. The aggression coming out from Ultra here, it's a prime example of why he's so good. Catching on the jump pad as well, it's spawn frag after spawn frag here. Seems to always have a beat, but like, man, there's really nothing QHat has an answer for right now. Mega and a yellow up though.
He's both doing a pretty good job, and I think that's actually going to win him rare. Yeah, just going for the huge exit damage. He doesn't get very much out. It's a big attempt though. Ultra should look to hit a shot here. QHat rather should look to hit a shot onto Ultra there. It doesn't quite get it off there. I think that hit, and there's another hit. Oh, QHat, he can't get the frag. There's Ultra. Playing peekaboo with that railgun there. Nowhere really for QHat to go. He just needs to hit harder, and it's amazing to see actually, like, the difference in railgun in QHat from the last game to this one.
Yeah, it's definitely seemed to be like a really pivotal element between these two guys, and I mean, they're both so sharp, so it's really coming down to, you know, the nitty-gritty sort of few percentages, but wow. Okay, Ultra with some solid tracking there as he comes out with the lightning gun. It's so tight between these guys. It's 8 up now. This is crazy. Ultra really showing a dominant performance and, you know, kind of taking QHat for his money's worth.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is what QHat did to Ultra last series, so I think this must be feeling really good for Ultra right now.
I mean, Ultra's managed to really set the pace here, and it's going at his fast, aggressive liking, so follow-up after follow-up, he's making it happen, you know? Wow.
Unfortunately, doesn't catch the foot shot there.
No, a bit of a shame, but he will follow up with some more
rocket jump angle.
Yeah.
I think that was deliberate. I think that was deliberately a low rocket jump to kind of like fake it out and make QHat not expect him. But QHat was still kind of looking for the damage there anyway, even if it was a high rocket jump. I don't know, weird situation there, and QHat is going to have a bit of an opportunity, but Ultra's rockets are strong, and the bolt finish, that is some serious BM right there.
I don't think it's BM, man. I just think it's, you know, getting the work done, and that's what's happening, you know? Some follow-ups from Q-Hat trying to get off that one bolt, but it's not enough. He's not staying alive long enough because he's been unable to grab any real armor or contest against Ultra. He's just Ultra's so fast with his picks, you know what I mean? So, wow, okay.
Oh, that was a really good attempt actually at dealing some damage on Ultra when he was just kind of stuck in the off corner. But Q-Hat has no HP. Wow. That one rail as Ultra is kind of like just rocket jumping. I don't know if that was a deliberate catch, as if, you know, to kind of stop Ultra being able to jump over. If it was, that's pretty crazy.
Q-Hat here trapped
rockets here, and that is huge plus back damage. Ultra, yeah, doesn't have an answer to Q-Hat picking up that 25 HP, and big pick up there too off the spawn. Really, really huge read of where Ultra wanted to go. That's going to buy Q-Hat a lot to be able to start, you know, playing in this map, more or less.
Cool.
Alright, there is going to be a Mega up, along with the red. Ultra, he wants to try and hit some LG. It's a fair bit, actually. Q-Hat not feeling too good here, but he knows he has the stack and the superior LG. Q-Hat has really been abusing his LG here. Ultra, used to maybe being able to bully people a bit more, has had a few moments not going so well, but when Q-Hat pulls it out and decides to fight with LG, that's not a time you want to be anywhere near him. He does get shut down though, so Ultra is going to be maintaining his lead. Oh, very nearly goes down there. Q-Hat pulling off some great close quarters moves.
Now, and Q-Hat knows that trying to come in with the plasma, it's so strong, especially up close. You know, get off what, 3 or 4 shots, and he's done. But I mean, instead, Q-Hat drops and they exchange rails. So again, Ultra's really low, and it's just another moment for Q-Hat to maybe take an opportunity. But he lacks really the ion cannon to really like do the damage.
The grenades from Q-Hat. I mean, what do you even say? Like, he nullifies the Mega, he gets Ultra so low. But yeah, like you said, he doesn't have that ion cannon. He doesn't have the guns he needs to really pressure and get the frags.
I mean, look, props to him for using the grenade launcher to that extent, you know? But, again, it's just not ideal. So, 9 frag lead on Ultra here. He is railable.
Yeah, even if he isn't railable, this is a slowdown right now. Unfortunately, there was a 25 there, so he didn't get railed down. Wow, and somehow Ultra flipping the situation on its head. He does keep hitting these rails though, and Q-Hat is doing such a good job of kind of having that gun out at a time when Ultra doesn't necessarily expect it. Wow, but Ultra can hit these 6 shots back. Oh, this is a good catch. Q-Hat should be getting a frag here. No! Ultra finally hitting some shaft back, making sure he's winning these fights that he maybe is stacked for.
No, I mean, they are actually relatively even in stack right now. Q-Hat just needs the weapons. So he grabs a rocket, that's a start, but I mean, to do it, he eats another rail. So Ultra is just punishing. Here we are. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what you can say, you know, just foul, seeing the ability come out. It's something to witness. Ultra again, just really dominating, you know. So Q-Hat may be able to grab that Mega, and he does kind of escape, but his rockets aren't hitting from Q-Hat. Okay. Yeah. So he suicides now. And Ultra's just put into an even better position from that, you know. Not really been much of an issue for Ultra this map in comparison to last series. So yeah, I feel like this map's pretty tied up now. 2 minutes on the clock and a 14 frag lead. It's going to be close if ever, and I don't really think Q-Hat's going to be able to do it. Ultra's been so good.
Just a little bit too far at this point, and Ultra's play, as you said, has been top-notch. I don't know what's happened since last game, you know, he's just like had a beer, I guess, pulled out the Ultra trick maybe. But, you know, he's hitting better shots. Q-Hat isn't hitting a million rails every second, which is always a big plus. But yeah, both players still hitting absolutely sick damage. Ultra has edged out the damage in this game by about 1,000. Q-Hat with a frag there. He's gonna get some stack. I mean, I don't think he can win mathematically here, but I guess he can give it a good crack.
I mean, it is pro mode. If the spawns lined up for him and Q-Hat was really aggressive, then sure, but I mean, Ultra being able to deal that amount of damage, bring Q-Hat down to only 20 HP before dying.
And there's the conversion too with the bolt,
Yeah.
knowing how much damage you've done.
Exactly, like it's going to be so difficult, if not impossible, you know?
Yeah, well, with the 5-second spawn delay, it definitely isn't possible.
You never know, Ultra might be an eager clicker, but
Alright, so this is going to be map number 2, going over to Ultra. That's going to put the map score 2-1 in Ultra's favour. Ultra's going to be on match point. Coming into map 4, which is going to be use and abuse, a definite Q-Hat map.
ooh. What was the first map? It was Furnace Jihad. Yeah.
Yep. First map, Furnace. Really, crazy fights in that Furnace. It was a good one to watch. But yeah, I think this series will be remembered for the error walk.
Yeah. That was dope.
But we've still got 2 more maps to pull out new sick games.
Yeah, like it's definitely not done yet by any means.
No, well, Ultra, as I said, you're going to be moving on to match point, but the next map's a Q-Hat map.
True. I mean, out of any between static or 3A, you know, I'd rate Q-Hat to you know have a better chance on you know using abuse than statics. That's something.
Yeah, I think last week we don't know static at all. That said, he's still a formidable opponent on a map he doesn't know because he's Q-Hat. But yeah, I imagine too, like, he looks like he's been playing this week, so I imagine he's learnt static in that time.
Yeah, like he's definitely made a solid go of Ruin, you know, so that's... Whether he's done the same for static, that'd be cool to see. Ah. It's lit and it's loopy. Penguin busting out the buzzwords in the chat. It's pretty buzzy, as they say. Let's just add them all in, you know. So that's good. Oh man, I actually need to go and download these demos and watch them again on something that isn't, you know, 30 frames a second or less than.
Yep. Well, they'll all be up. The demo packs from the first 2 cups are up, I believe, somewhere. And
I will like make a real post with them
with links and everything. Yeah, that would be cool.
Maybe
tonight, in quotation marks.
Well,
these guys are going to be readied up. Let's go with Q-Hat here. This is a Q-Hat map. He's the man who's got to win this map to keep his tournament dreams alive. And it's Q-Hat off the spawn. Wow, messy spawns again for these two. Q-Hat needs to race down to this red armor. He's got plenty of time to get there, really. But he has missed out on the guns. And Ultra straight away, using this to his advantage. Q-Hat would love to deny to pick up this armor here. And that he manages to do. He deals some pretty decent damage. And, well, all he needs is a one shot with this rocket. And Q-Hat's in a good place to pick up the next red armor.
Yeah, and I mean, he managed to jump out and weave his way through past Ultra's ion cannon literally flawlessly. He took no damage to grab that rocket launcher there. And now he's in a really good position. Oh, yeah, okay, so Ultra actually falls and Q-Hat's able to grab the ion and he's able to grab the yellow there, so that's a really
should still be Ultra winning the damage.
Yeah.
Ultra needs to go to this. He doesn't want to die, but he does want to make sure that Q-Hat can't just take the red armor for free like that. And there, the punish, the frag. There will be a mega health spawning shortly. Q-Hat maybe has it locked down. I don't think Ultra has the stack, but he wants to really contest with that. And, well, he actually misses his jump over the YA. There isn't a lot of time to red either, so Q-Hat, he's going to get on a YA here. Ultra, yeah, that pressure is going to force him to drop down the pressure of the teleporter. And Q-Hat looking for exit damage, looking to fight, looking to have a rough and tumble.
Yeah, it's definitely good to see. I mean, Q-Hat now in a slightly better position. They're both pretty evenly equipped. Ultra with the bolt that Q-Hat lacks, but it doesn't matter because it's the rockets that are going to take Q-Hat out there. Playing for a cheeky dive. Exchanging the red and the mega, but wow.
Wow.
Solid.
And that's always the danger of diving in. I felt like Ultra had the stack to do that, but apparently Ultra says no, and Ultra says no again there. That pop-up, just absolutely insane. Q-Hat looking to hit the rocket if Ultra wants to pressure through the teleporter. Ultra shouldn't pressure through the teleporter. I don't think there's any huge advantage to doing that, other than just losing everything he has. The fight in the middle of the map is pretty awkward. Ultra's caught off guard. Q-Hat, the big pressure. He gets the frag, and this could be where it all falls apart for Ultra. This could just be Q-Hat domination.
What a solid sequence of frags to come out though. That's...
Wow, Q-Hat actually respecting the melee there. He doesn't want to go down to it. He just says, you know, I'm going to keep my guns. I'm going to make sure I can keep fighting. He knows there are YAs coming up for him, and that there's a Mega up. Ultra apparently doesn't know the time of that. But Q-Hat, he's playing like he wants position on red. He doesn't even care about any of the items that are up. It's ridiculous. He isn't going to be able to go for red though. Oh, well, now he is. Weird decision there from Ultra, actually. Giving up the item that he'd won. He was very, very low.
And it's allowed Q-Hat to really become tanked right here. He's got the red, he's got the mega only to varying degrees, so on the ion trade's coming out here. Wow, so damage is so even.
I think Ultra was hoping to catch Q-Hat with the wrong gun out there. That's the only way he could have won that fight. But if Q-Hat did have the bolt or something out there, then yeah, Ultra could have actually ulted him down.
Zany.
Oh, the huge dodging coming out there, but it's Q-Hat with a strong finish. And just the stronger aiming in general. That said, he does miss Ultra when he's basically standing still.
We'll be able to grab the mega though, so that's okay. You know, the armor and the yellow armor. Sorry, the red and the yellow are coming up right now, and it's such a close engagement. Ultra coming out on top with the rocket spam there. Jeez, that was tight, but Ultra, he's so low now. So again, a very tight game between the two.
Q-Hat had everything there and still lost the fight, so I think in a sense it's probably a win for Ultra, but Ultra doesn't really have anything to play with now either. He knows he wants to put the pressure on Q-Hat. Oh, sadly, messes up his rocket there, otherwise that would have been a frag for sure. And Q-Hat, so many bulls. He has the biggest bulls there to go for that drop. Hits the rocket squarely into Ultra's forehead. I mean, what is Q-Hat doing? He just makes it work.
Yeah, I mean, Ultra, he had all the weapons. He had ion, he had rail as well. But he just drops wrong and falls into the lava. It's so unfortunate that, you know, Q-Hat was able to keep him there. But here we go.
Oh wow, this is big from Ultra. Ultra doesn't want to push out too hard. Oh my god, that was two little tickles.
That's way too close.
Neither player really comfortable there, but Ultra thankfully gets a good spawn. He hasn't had too many of those so far, honestly. So it's good to see making some frags back. 6 frags in it, halfway into the game here. And Ultra, he has the time here of the Mega, but he isn't interested in it. He's going to pick up the armors, and right now a bolt would be lovely, but he's just going to focus on taking RA. Oh, Q-Hat almost kind of traps him left of the teleporter in a really awkward spot you can't get out of. That would have been really, really big. But these guys, they're going to have their fight. Ultra's aim is just so good, hitting rocket after rocket. There's nowhere Q-Hat can go.
Ultra really on that red.
Q-Hat swapping. I was sure Q-Hat was going to be there, but somehow he's just kind of vanished. Q-Hat looking for the plasma gun exit. I don't like this. I think this is more or less just giving the frag away for nowhere near enough damage. The shotgun's strong though. And yeah, Ultra, he's hurting right now. Q-Hat can definitely charge through here. If he does, Ultra's going to die.
Yeah, here we go.
The red's going to go over, and yeah, Ultra, I don't think he had the time at all there of that red, and there's no excuse on this map.
Oh, and there we go, following up now. Q-Hat asserting his lead. Ultra had a moment there to really bring some of the scoreline back into his favor, equalize it, and then start getting the lead. But I mean, Q-Hat, you know, Ultra's let him open some up. Sorry, Ultra's let himself, you know, really gain an advantage once again, and so Q-Hat's just running with it. +8 now in terms of frags, grabbing the red. And with this ion frag, he's now able to go for Mega as well. So it's a really, really good spot for Q-Hat to be in. Frag after frag. Really dominating. It's so good.
And Ultra, he just can't get a spawn near this Mega. It's been up for so long. QHat needs to be careful getting the frag now, because Ultra could spawn red, and there is the red spawn. So that was perfect, but Ultra still doesn't have any guns, and QHat definitely going to make sure he's punishing here.
He's definitely going to be trapped here. And there we are, we see it now, QHat coming out and doing it.
No guns at all. He does a fair amount of damage just with the plasma, and I mean, this plasma damage is pretty sick. 15% plasma, it's alright. But yeah, QHat definitely doing it, I think. And you can see QHat also pulling ahead in the damage, 1,300 more. The game was pretty even for a while there, you know, when the damages were also pretty even. But it's now that QHat's pulling ahead that we can really see his damage going crazy. And I think it partly comes down to those spawn frags. But it's also definitely. That he's just hitting a bit harder.
I mean, he's really chaining these spawn frags together. It's actually such a really good effort. Ultra, though, managing to pull out with 1 health. He manages to get the, you know, iron cannon onto him.
Yeah, and this is kind of where Ultra is, I guess. But if it's gonna work, it's gonna work, and that's good enough for me.
I mean, Ultra can definitely fall back onto the red or the yellow now, and so QHat doesn't really have a good spawn. He's gonna run in anyway and grab it, so that's a really good steal from him, I guess. Wow.
Yeah, Ultra needs to be a bit careful there because he was just so low, and the plasma gun pressure makes it really, really awkward. Ultra does get the frag, he needs to get a gun and get onto an armor right now, but the armor spawns for QHat. Ultra's rockets was so good there, he did everything right, but QHat just hitting stronger. Wow, I thought Ultra almost fell into lava there, that was kind of scary. And Ultra, he doesn't take the red that's right behind him. Yeah, 16 frags in it. That is going to be a little bit too much to make up, but Ultra, his heart's still in it. He's still fighting, he's still got a fighting spirit.
Wow.
Alright,
what a
you know what this
map.
means, ZTK?
We're going to map 5.
We're going to map 5.
It's lit to the most high right now, honestly. What a crazy comeback from QHat after getting pretty bodied on Ruin there. He's able to follow up and do exactly the same on Use and Abuse. Dope. Right, so there we go. 30 to 13. 40% bolt and lightning gun from QHat. What? Wow.
Yeah, the 40% lightning gun is ridiculous. Like,
it's amphy, you know?
Yeah, if you're coming from Quake Live, you're probably thinking, oh, 40 OG, you know, I'm a clanner and a hero, I can hit that with a blindfold on. But in Reflex, 40% is hard to hit.
Apparently, there was a giveaway in the chat just now. Apparently, so, grats to Jihad, I think.
Winner of the key, or?
Reflex key, yeah. Nice. That happened, apparently, so that's...
Yeah.
Sick.
But, you give it to a friend.
Yeah. Yeah, you play too much.
Donate it to charity.
Give it to your dad. You know, go bring a laptop round to your dad's and be like, yo, let's play this. You know, we haven't talked in a while.
No, it's the QHat. Yeah, he's not happy with the map. Oh dear, what a pity actually to end the series on that. But we did get 4 really sick games.
Wait, is he called it or is he gonna play?
He'll probably play. But you can see already, Ultra making that grenade jump. He knows this map. He knows how to play it. But yeah, QHat won't be a pushover here. We saw him actually give Profanum a fairly close game. Which is ridiculous when you think about it. Alright, here we go. They're gonna get ready. Let's go with QHat off the start. See what he can do. The GBs are coming out. And it's Q-Hat with the red armor start. He looks for the grenade. He hits the grenade. Neither player picks up red. What is going on there?
There we go.
That's one. That's one. I mean, Reflex Police. That needs an investigation.
Oh, fucking hell. Appa, come on, we need you. We need to start something up. That's insane.
Yeah. Ultra, don't talk shit about the game. The devs are watching.
Yeah, jeez.
He's never going to get 100 dice roll again.
Come on, Ultra. Ultra has to watch his language. I mean, we're not, but like, someone has to, you know?
Someone, think about children. Someone has to think about the children.
Does this game have a rating?
They're like kid safe or whatever.
Yeah, like ESRB or whatever, you know?
Yeah. I don't think it does.
Cause like, look, as like, you know, cool in terms of graphic style, this isn't Putt-Putt, this is Q-Hat and Ultra, you know what I'm saying? And Ultra here, managing to get some decent ion cannon onto him, so Q-Hat's gonna grab the red, but Ultra's in a perfect position to deal some damage for it. Here we are.
Yeah, and I mean, Q-Hat, you know,
Neutral.
kind of said that the game was over when this map came up, but he's taken a 5-point lead in the first minute. And there's nothing small about that. If anything, that's big. Okay. Ultra's in a pretty rough spot here. He got into a nice position, but he was also prepared to leave it the second things got hairy. And same deal there, right? He's at the top of the map. Oh, Q-Hat is just too sneaky though, picking up that frag. Mega's up, Yellow's up. Q-Hat wants to drop down for Yellow for some reason. He almost gets a shot off, but Q-Hat up to the full 200 stack. He is so ready to fight right now, and Ultra is trying to sneak onto the red. I'm not so happy with the position. He didn't have to stack to pull it off. Q-Hat found him, and this
perfect tracking. It's Q-Hat just going out there.
Is next level, and like even there, you know, that was a lot of strafe aiming, just on that little staircase bit, right? Just some really fine adjustments.
And Ultra there, coming through the portal, kind of falling into, you know, Q-Hat's web. I guess again, eating more damage and failing to secure that RA. That's nuts. Q-Hat's such a good position here in terms of frag lead, his weapon base, his stack. It's all going really good for him here.
But somehow Ultra just drops on him and kills him.
Yeah, well, I mean, the close range rockets. Close range rockets in that room. I mean, you can't counter that. You know, it's just going to happen if it does. You know. So, wow. Q-Hat lit to the most high. Red is up, and it seems that Ultra's going to grab it for free. There we go. Securing a direct rocket there is nice, but it won't be nice enough. You know, Q-Hat does fall to Ultra's rocket now. Mega's up, Yellow's up, so it gives him a good position to start, but I mean, Q-Hat's eating a lot of that iron, you know. Ultra there.
Taking a lot of damage in return too. Neither player is going to be super confident. It's just going to come down to who's in the position, and that's definitely Ultra, but the grenade there making everyone a bit nervous. I'm sure that was a bit of a clench moment on stream. Ultra, he'd love to hit this bolt. He would love so much to hit this bolt. Otherwise, his lack of HP is really going to hurt him. He's heard Q-Hat here. Oh, and he sees him. They say peekaboo through the window, but no one's going to quite be able to initiate there. And so yeah, it goes the way of Q-Hat. Ultra just doesn't have the HP to make it happen.
Oh, and there we go. Another exchange coming out in the favor of Q-Hat. This is pretty nuts, actually. I mean, the armors are all up for him, but you know, Ultra clearly doesn't have the weapons that he'd like, but it doesn't matter because he's done such good damage with the shotgun.
Yeah,
being able to fill up with that rocket.
Absolutely crucial. Ultra, wow, great mid-air grenade.
Yeah, never mind.
Ultra left with the YA up for a little bit there so that he could get to that position with the shotgun because he knew Q-Hat was expecting to hear the pickup cue, so Q-Hat just had no idea he was there with shotgun. That was really smart. I'm assuming it was deliberate.
Wow. So here we are, Ultra electing to try and come in for the red armor still and do some damage rather than trading out with the yellow, but He's gonna get it anyway. There's a close fight going on here, wow. Bouncing to the air, both of them are flying, and it's a mutual frag because of it. That really sums up the series, honestly. Like, just a mutual frag.
I know, but it's still Q-Hat with the 11 frag lead now.
Yeah.
The underdog player on this map, the player who says, oh fuck, when it comes up. Yeah, really fantastic. Again, that's what, 3 mutual frags in a row, I think?
Something like that.
How do you pickle up the item in the sky?
Jeez, come on, chat, hook us up. We don't have any further questions. So how do you pickle up the item in the sky? That goes up to you guys. Let's see it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's you guys are posing the questions this week.
Yeah, we're gonna return next week with the big hard-hitting questions, and we're gonna ask them. We're gonna find answers to them as well. But next week, you know what I mean? This week though, it's on you guys. It's on Ultra here, trying to bring back a 12 frag differential in less than 4 minutes. And yeah, he's been playing so well on the map that he's unfamiliar with. It's alright. I mean, unfamiliar comparatively, he's doing dope.
Yeah. I mean, now you've got to remember though, right? Like, this could all be a mind game from Q-Hat. He could just pretend, because he has been playing from the looks of it for the last like week or two. So he could just be pretending that he doesn't know what's going on. He could have practiced this map with Strahl or like whoever, and he could be going, you know, he could be like no-lifing this in his spare time. This could have all been part of his plan.
Oh. That's tight. The new meta kid's lying. That's where we're at.
Lying made it. Yeah, last week was suicides, this week's lying. What a wild ride this game is.
These are not very Christian memes, you know?
Yeah, anti-Christian.
This map brought to you by Satan memes and Real Country Girl memes and all the other great pages that I've been chucking to. Ultra with 2 solid bolts here. Doesn't matter. The Q-Hat's too far up. It's tight, a solid bounce there, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we can debate over whether there's time or not. The fact is, like, Q-Hat's dominating here.
There's time. There is definitely time, but not if Ultra's going to get caught out like that, just with the wrong gun out for the position. And more importantly, no right gun to swap to, I guess.
I want to see it, man. I want to see the comeback. I don't want to be dismissive, and here we go.
Yeah, no, I am ready for a comeback to happen.
Yeah, dude.
It's going to be hard, though. Every frag he gives up right now is just like a huge weight on his shoulders, you know, because he's got to make that back up in the next 2 minutes.
And here they are, kind of staying away from each other, waiting for, you know, the items to come out. Ultra, I guess, trying to find an opening with which he can, you know, deal some damage and grab the yellow, grab some greens, I guess, because that's all Q-Hat's going to give him, you know?
He grabbed the yellow, he grabbed a 50 during the fight, and those were 2 huge rockets. Q-Hat, though, he had the mega to pull back on, and he gets the spawn frag. Oh, that is devastating, because that was almost perfect from Ultra.
Wow. And Ultra missing that rail again.
Wow,
wow, yeah.
How does Q-Hat hit that? There was none of Ultra on my screen then, even. Absolutely sick. Q-Hat just dominating this map that he's apparently bad at.
Cheers. So yeah, definitely dead time at this point, but what an amazing best of 5. Like, this has definitely been the best grand final I've seen in Reflex.
This has been the best one for a while, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
But that said, you know, last week with Profanum was really exciting too. We went to all 5 maps there, I think.
Was it 5, or did we just miss out on the last one?
It might have been 4.
I think Ultra 3-1, yeah.
Ah, yeah. Either way, it was an exciting series. But yeah, the level of play between these two, that arrow walk was phenomenal. So yeah, really well played to both guys.
Like, Airwalk as a whole, honestly, has been such a sick map throughout both this and last week. I don't want to talk about the first because that was horrendous, but like...
Yeah. Well, I think it comes down to the people playing it, the people who've seen play it, and how much experience they have on it compared to these other maps. Because, like, these guys have played, you know, thousands of games on Airwalk. On Airwalks. over several weeks.
Yeah.
Like, I've probably played 1,000 duels on Aerowalk in Quake, in various Quakes. Probably more like 1,500, maybe approaching 2,000. Like, a fucking lot. And I have nothing on these guys.
Man. So real talk, let's look at this, right? QHat has upset Ultra and taken the third tournament in the Reflex duel season. I mean, that's crazy. I don't think anyone expected this, you know? If we all thought that QHat would be the one to do it, but oh man, it's actually such a what a result, man. You know? I think we've finally found a challenger for Ultra.
Definitely, and it's so good to see Ultra lose. I hate saying that, but like he's won so much.
Yeah,
you know, I was ready to see him lose, and now this means next week, and in the playoff series, Ultra and QHat, they've suddenly got a beef. You know, every time they play, Ultra's gonna be like, "Damn, I've really got to show myself here to make sure people know I'm still the best."
Exactly. So there we are. Jeez, okay, Profanum won a key, I guess, or something.
Wow.
I don't know, but it doesn't matter because QHat won this, you know? So look, 2 winners today. Congrats to both of you guys. So in terms of winnings and how this impacts the season, for those of you unaware, they all achieve points. So QHat wins 25 points or whatever. He wins the most, and he's basically in for the top 8. So he gets to go in with a pretty decent, you know, seed into things already. And we'll be seeing them come together. Everyone comes and enters again for the 4th cup, which will be next week. Yeah, wow, trying to think about this. And then after that, we'll arrange a ODC, a one-day cup with these guys, and they'll be competing for a pretty big prize, I think. I think the prize pool is like 240.
Wow.
For the finals proper.
Yeah, and that may not sound like a lot, but like as far as
huge.
Arena FPS goes, that's like the international.
Yeah, man. It's a shame we couldn't do it on LAN, actually. That'd be pretty dope.
I would love to get this game on LAN. This game would feel sick on LAN, I'm sure.
Hey, dude, I get 5 ping to Orcom. You know, the New Zealand server. It's pretty cash, you know.
It's
we'll
make a LAN happen. Adelaide LAN, 2017, maybe. Adelaide, so that I can actually go.
Nah, come on, man, just fly over.
Oh, maybe. Oh yeah, get it happening at ping 0.
Oh, jeez, ping is 0, man. It's what goes down there.
Did you say ping is 0?
You can say ping is 0.
I don't know if I can say that. I don't know if I've got it in me.
Wow. Alright, so GG's to all. I'll make an update. A following post will release all the demos. They'll be on Discord and then on the reflexfps.net.au site. That's Rems one, right? The community one?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do a sick write-up. I'll do a sick write-up. It'll be plugged everywhere on all the Discords. And it'll be pretty lit. So everyone stay zesty. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll see you next week. Same time, same place for the 4th and final cup in the Reflex duel season before we go to championships. Thank you and good night.
See you guys then.